our fonts, and all of those types of things. So like I said, let's start off just by having a look at how we can go and customize the products for WooCommerce. So we're going to go back over here to our WordPress dashboard. So we just click this, and from here we're going to go to products. We're going to go to all products. I'm just going to go and pick a product. So let's just go and pick this personalized wooden sign. Let's just go and pick this, and from here I just want to go and give you an in-depth overview of all of the different things that are within these tabs under here. So let's go through all of the different settings that you can do to edit a product with WooCommerce. So firstly, we have the product name. So that's going to be over here. So this is going to be the one that shows on the front end of your site. So if we just go and open, so right click, preview changes, and just open it in a new tab, we can see over here is the product name. So if you want to ever change your product name, you can go and do that in here. Next up, we have the permalink. So this is basically what it's going to look like in the URL. Now this can be a bit of a gray area, but what I recommend is to go and only make these around 5 words long, because that's going to help with SEO. So instead of me putting in here personalized wooden wedding welcome sign, we can just go and say personalized wooden wedding sign. So that way that's going to help better with SEO, because the shorter the permalink, usually Google ranks those type of products higher. Next up, we have the product description. So as you can see in here, the product description will show in this tab over here. Now generally I recommend this description down here to just give you some details about the product, so the ones that we already have in here, so about this item and the size and what it's made from and all of those types of things. So basically all of the boring stuff goes in the description, but we have a product short description where you can go and enter in text here, and this is going to be the more exciting stuff where you actually write a product description, and I recommend that you do this for every single product. So let me just go and show you the product short description. So if we scroll down, we have over here product short description. So in here you could go and say something like, we could go for a bullet point and say, add that extra touch to your big day with a personalized wedding sign with your names and wedding date on. Or you could go and try and market it as a gift. So you could say the perfect gift for an upcoming wedding for the bride and groom. So something like that. And then once again, you can go and add in another sentence in here just to tell them to customize it. So you can just say, click customize, and simply add. So we're just going to go and change this, add your names and dates. So like I said, the product short description is where you can actually go and add a little bit more in-depth information where you're actually trying to sell the product. So over here, if we just go and hit update, and we just go and refresh this now. So let's just go and refresh this, and we should be able to see now that in here we have that product short description. So like I said, I recommend doing this for every product because it just gives the customer a little bit more information, and it just doesn't look as plain and empty, and then all of the boring stuff, like I said, will be down here. So now if we come back over here, you will see this middle bit over here, which is product data, and in here there's a lot of information. Now the SKU, that's basically imported from thisnew.com, so don't worry about that. Like I said, we've got the stock quantity, so you can just go and change this to 999 because generally Thisnew never runs out of stock. So you can just go and change it. If they ever do run out of stock, they'll let you know, and then obviously you can just go and turn the product off. Over here you've got back orders, so that just means people can still order the product whilst it's out of stock. So I would just recommend putting do not allow on this. So next up we have shipping. So over here it's just going to go and import the weight from thisnew.com. So if you're offering free shipping on your site, which I recommend that you should do, so later on we will go into the WooCommerce settings, and then we'll just go and show you how you can go and offer free shipping. So you can just go and basically add in the length and the weight and the shipping class. So you can go and set up shipping classes in the settings. So that's why we have shipping class over here. But like I said, if you're offering free shipping, then you can just leave this as default. Over here we have linked products. So basically if you wanted to go and link some other products to this product, so maybe some similar products such as other wedding products, wedding related products, you can go and put that in here. So for example, if I was to go and type in the mug in here, the personalized coffee mug, so now that's going to show as an upsell for this product. So if I just scroll up here and we just go and hit update, And then if we just go and refresh this from the front end, we should go and see that that mug comes up now. So if we just scroll up to the top, we can go and see over here, now we have that personalized coffee mug down the side here. So any other upsells that you go and add will come up on the side over here. So like I said, you could go and add some extra wedding related gifts, and then that way you can go and have other products that they might be interested in. So it's totally up to you if you want to go and try that. So I'm just going to go back to link products and just get rid of this mug for now. Now another thing to mention is generally the information that goes in here under shipping is what will be under the additional information. So if we go to additional information, we can see weight, and we've got size as well. So the weight that comes from the shipping area actually gets added to the additional information area. So next up we have attributes over here. So generally the main attributes that you're going to be seeing are going to be size and color, and anytime you import a product from this new, it will import the attributes for you. So like I said, if you import a t-shirt, it's going to import the sizes, small, medium, large, and so on. And some products will have different colors as well, black, white, brown, and so on. So like I said, if it's a t-shirt, it might have different variations of the color. So you want to just go and leave these as default when you import your products from this new. Next up we have variations over here. Now variations is generally for products that have multiple different variations. So for this product it only has one variation, which is just the size, which is 16 by 20. But let's say this product came in multiple different sizes. So we had 16 by 20, we had 32 by 40, and so on. Then we would have multiple different variations, and the variations show up over here. So for this one we've got the variation of size, so we could go and choose it from the drop down, and then if it was another variation of color, we could go and choose that from the drop down again. So we could go and choose black, white, and so on. So for variations, they're always going to show up in these drop downs before a customer can actually go and customize the product. So that's what variations are. But like I said, every time you import a product from this new, the attributes and the variations will just import automatically for you as well. So I recommend just leaving them as default. Over here we have advanced. So basically this is just if you want to go and add some purchase notes and things like that. Really, you probably won't use this very often. Next up we have get more options. So basically this is just if you want to go and upgrade and add some extra plugins from WooCommerce, such as a one-page checkout and things like that. But when you're just starting out, you won't really need this. We also have the product layout over here. Once again, we can actually go and change all of the layout from the front end later on in the tutorial, so you won't really need this either. And then we have extras over here, so you can go and change the sale bubbles and things like that. But like I said, you can actually go and change all of this from the front end. But you can also go and add a product video in here if you want to, and the product video will just go and show on the front end. But personally, I don't recommend doing this because I think that just having the product images like this is good enough, and you don't want to make your website clunky with extra videos and things like that. So those are all of the different settings. Now I've already shown you the product image, so this is the main image of the product. So when somebody clicks on the product, it's going to show the main image, and if you just go over, if we just go to the categories, that's going to be the main image that shows over here. So we can see that's main image, and then we have the product gallery, so you can go and add extra images. So if we just click on this product, they can just go and scroll through the product gallery. So you can always go and add extra images in here. You can also go and create a sizing chart within here. So if we just go and add a sizing chart in here, so I've just gone and pasted this dummy sizing chart in here. So you can just go and create your sizing chart in an Excel sheet, and then just go and copy the cells and just paste them in here. So I've just gone and done that so I can demonstrate to you what it looks like. So if we just go and hit update over here, and now let's just go back to the front end and just refresh this. So now we should be able to go and see that sizing chart. So if we just go to size chart over here, we can see that we have the sizing chart there. So like I said, you can go and add that for products such as t-shirts and apparel and things like that. So that's how you can go and add a sizing chart. Now I'm just going to go and delete it for this product because we don't need it. So that is basically everything in terms of creating a product when you actually click on a product under WooCommerce. And like I said, I thought I would just go and show you that so you can go and see all of the different things for the back end of WooCommerce. Now we will be going into the WooCommerce settings later on in a bit more depth, but now we are going to go and get to the exciting bit, the bit that you have probably been waiting for, where we can actually go and start designing our homepage. So right now let's go and have a look at our homepage. We can see it's pretty plain, nothing much going on here. So let's actually start creating creating our homepage. So in order to create our homepage, firstly we're going to go to pages. We're going to go to all pages over here. So for now, we will see we've got a few different pages. So we've got cart, checkout, my account, privacy policy, and shop. So you see this sample page over here. So we're going to turn this into our home page. So just click on the sample page over here. And once you go and click on this, it will bring you over to this page over here. Now what I'm actually going to do is, you will see this is the builder for pages, but we can actually go and build it from the front end. But I'm going to go and install a plugin that I prefer to use. So just go and click on this little WordPress icon, and we're just going to go to plugins, and we're going to go to add new. And what we're going to do is we're going to go and install this classic editor plugin. So just go and hit install now, and then we are just going to go and hit activate. So once that plugin has been activated, we are going to go to back to pages, all pages, and from here we're going to go and click on our sample page again. So now we can see we've got the classic editor. Now I just think this is a lot easier to use. So for this we're just going to go and delete everything in here. So just go and make this blank, and then what we're going to do is we're going to change this to home, and then under the permalink we're also going to change this to home as well, and click OK. So this is going to be our home page. So we need to make sure this page actually displays as our home page. So in order to do that, we're going to go to settings. We're going to go to reading over here. So let me just hit cancel. So just make sure you hit update. That basically saves the page. So like I said, we're going to go to settings, and we're going to go to reading over here. Now over here it's going to say your home page displays. We're going to choose a static page. We're going to go for home page, and we're going to go and choose home, the one we just created, and then we're going to go and hit save changes. So now that we've done that, we're going to go to the front end over here, and from here we can actually start building our home page. So we can actually start using something called the UX builder that is built in with Flatsum. So in order to go and get our UX builder up, we can go over here where it says edit page, and we can go and click on edit with UX builder. So let's just go and open the UX builder over here. Now once you go and open the UX builder, you can insert a template to start with. So you see we've got loads of different templates over here. So go and have a look at these different templates and see maybe if there's one that aligns with the type of store that you want to create. But what we're going to go with is just this big sale template. So let's just go and choose this, and it's just going to say loading UX builder. So now we have our store. So this is going to be our homepage. So we've got some building blocks here now, and we're going to actually start building our store based off of this template. So in order to start designing our homepage, the first thing that we are going to do is go and create a logo. And in order to create a logo, we'll be using a website called placeit.net. So I'll leave a link in the description to placeit.net. Now the reason that we're going to be using Placeit is because they have hundreds of different logos to choose from. But not only this, they offer loads of other amazing features that will be really beneficial to running your personalized print on demand store. And one of those main features is the mockup generator. So if you just go and click on the mockup generator over here, and they have thousands of different mockups for all types of different products. So no matter what product you're selling on your store, you should be able to find a mockup for this. And later on we will be going and creating these mockups to add to our homepage, to add to our product pages, and all of those types of things. And it's really easy to go and create these types of mockups. So let's just go and choose one of these mockups as an example. Let's just go and choose this one. Let's just say, for example, so if you were selling a personalized print on demand t-shirt, you could just go and pick this mockup, and then from here you can go to insert image and upload from your device, and then you can just go and choose an image. So let's just go and choose this one again. And if we just go and upload this, now you can see it's not the correct dimensions, but I'm just going to show you as an example. So if we just go and hit crop over here, and we can go and see that it is going to go and add that to our t-shirt. So if we just go and crop this again, so let's just go and resize it. If we just go and bring this, let's just bring it to the top like that. And if we just go, let me just bring it to the side a little bit. And if we just go and hit crop again, and now we can see that it's going to add it to the top of the t-shirt like that. So like I said, I think the mockup generator is really amazing, and it's going to allow you to go and create an amazing store. But for now, we're just going to be using Placeit to actually go and create our logo to start off with. So if we just go and have a look at the pricing, it is very affordable. So it's $15 per month, or you can go and pay $90 for the entire year, and you get access to all of the mockups and all of the different logos. And they have videos as well that you can use views, video mockups, and loads of other cool features. So like I said, I'll leave a link in the description. So now that we are on placeit.net, we want to go and create our logo. So I'm just going to go and log into my account first. So I'm just going to hit login over here, and now that I'm logged in, we are going to go to logos, and we're going to go to logo maker. Now from here, what you can do is you can go and enter in the name of your store. So I'm just going to go and put HubCut in and click next, and then you can go and pick your industry. Now they have quite a few different industries that you can go and choose, so just go and have a play around. But I actually wanted a logo that was something similar to this. I just think it looks really classy and really clean, so I just went for the jewelry area. So if we just go and click jewelry and click on let's go, and now it will start loading loads of logos with your domain name over here, and you can go and choose which one you think looks good. So we're just going to go and scroll down and find one that we think looks good. So I'm just going to wait for the rest of these logos to load. So let me just scroll down, and I think I'm going to go for this one over here. I just think it looks really nice and really classy. So we're just going to go and choose this logo over here. Now what you can do is you can go and muck around with all of the colors, and you can go and remove things. So firstly, I think I'm just going to remove this MLM. So we're just going to go and hit this eye icon to get rid of that. And I'm also going to get rid of this arrow. So I'm just going to go and click on no image. So now you can go and change your text as well. So I'm just going to go for a basic sort of black color like this, and also for this one as well where it says HubCut. So I'm just going to go for something like that. Now over here where it says Wembley, I'm just going to go and change this to personalized gifts. So we've got HubCut personalized gifts, and like I said, I think that looks kind of similar to this one over here, which looks really nice. So now we've got that, we can just go and download our logo. Now the background color, I just want it to be completely transparent, so we can go and choose this over here to just have a transparent background color. So then when we go and add it to our header on our site, it doesn't have any background color, so that's going to look really good. So once you have gone and designed your logo like this, we can just go and hit download over here. So then it's just going to take a few moments to actually go and process the logo, and once that has finished processing, we can go and click here to download. So now we can see our logo has been downloaded, so we're just going to go and close this. So now we're going to go and head back over to our store, and from here we're just going to go and click on this little X button over here. So don't worry for now, just go and click X on this. Now in order to upload a logo, we're not going to be using the UX builder, we're just going to be using this customize area. So I'll explain a little bit about the difference in a moment. So just go and hit customize over here. So once the customize area loads, we can actually go and upload our logo. Now the difference between the customize area and the UX builder is basically the customize area controls the overall theme of your site. So you can go and change the style in terms of the colors, the typography, and all of those types of things. You can go and change the layout in the customize area. So the customize area is a little bit more limited, but it controls your overall theme. Now the UX builder allows you to actually go and create pages using the drag and drop UX builder. So you can go and drag and drop elements such as images and text anywhere on the page, which you don't do with the customize area. So from here we can actually go and upload our logo. So if we go to header over here, and we will see logo and site identity, and over here we will see we've got the Flatsome logo, but we want to change it to our logo. So we're going to go and hit select image over here, we're going to go to upload files, and we're going to go to select image. Now from here we're just going to scroll down and find our logo. Now before we actually upload it, I recommend that you just go and rename it to the name of your store, and this is just going to help with SEO for the name of your store. So we're just going to go and call this HubCut logo like that. So you can just go and change it to that. So now let me just go and find where it actually moved to. So here we go, we have the HubCut logo over here, and we can just go and hit open. And once again, under this where it says alt text, you can go and add your name as well. And like I said, that's just going to help with SEO for your name. And basically all that means is after a few months, Google will rank the word HubCut. So when somebody types in HubCut, your website will come up first, or whatever the name of your store is. So we're just going to go and paste that in there. And now we've got our logo over here. We're just going to go, and what we actually want to do is we want to just go and crop it a little bit, because we don't want it to be this big square image like this, because it's just going to have too much space around it. So we're going to go and hit edit image over here, and we're basically going to go and crop the image. So what we can do is we can hit crop, and we can go and just crop it. So like I said, I recommend just to leave one space of squares at the top and at the bottom like that. So let me just see, I think that might be a little bit too close. So we're going to go for that, and that. So now we're just going to go and drag it to the side as well, and then just go and hit crop. So now that has been cropped, we can go and save the image. And now that we've saved the image, we can go to select, and now we have our logo over here. So that's looking really good. Now you can go and play around with different logos. So if I just go and select an image again, I have another logo over here that I created. So if we just go and hit select again, we can see that we've got this one as well, which looks really nice. And you can also go and play around with the cropping. So if we just go back to select image, if we go to this one over here, we can go to edit image, we can go to crop again, and we can just crop the sides out a bit as well. So let's go and crop it like that, and like this, and we hit crop again. And now if we just go and hit save, we can just go and hit select. Now we can see we've got that one. So I actually think I'm going to stick with this one. I think it looks really nice. So now we've done that, we can go and hit publish, and then we can just go and close the customize area for now. So now we've got our logo. So the next thing we're going to do is go and create a hero image. So once again, go to edit and edit with UX Builder over here. And once again, I didn't actually save this before, so I'm just going to go and choose this again. So in order to save, we're just going to go and hit update. So now that will be saved, that template that we have installed. So now what we are going to do is we've got this banner over here. So we're going to go and create a banner for our homepage. So in order to create a banner for your store, you might want to go and have a look at some other stores for inspiration first. So for example, if we look at Dogsy, we see we have this full width banner, and it actually just demonstrates the product really well. So you're going to want to include an image that actually shows your product for your main banner on your store. And in order to do that, we can go and create a mock-up so that we can add this as our banner for our store. So we're going to go and head back over to placeit.net now, and over here you can just go to mockups and go to mockup generator. Now from here, when you scroll down, you will see that they have thousands of different mockups for loads of different products. So you want to go and do this for the product that you're selling. So for example, if I'm selling a canvas, I can just go and type in canvas over here, and I can go and find some mockups for a different canvas that I can use for my banner. So let's just go and have a look if we can find one. So let's just go for this one over here. I think this one looks really nice. So if we just go and click on this, so this is just a framed poster, and what we can do is we can go and create a mock-up for our banner. So once the mock-up loads, we can go to insert image and upload image from device. And if we just go and scroll down, I'm just going to go and choose this image over here. So let's just go and choose this image now. Now what you can do is you can just go and make your image a little bit bigger. So if you just move this, and you can go and crop the image like that. So let's just make it a tiny little bit bigger without cutting too much off. So just a tiny little bit bigger. So maybe something like this. And now we can just bring it down, and then you can just go and hit crop over here. So once you have gone and done that, you can see we have our banner now with a demonstration of our actual product. So that looks really nice. So all you then need to do is just go and hit download over here, and then it will just go and download that image. So once you have gone and downloaded the image, so you can see over here it's saying processing your mockup. So once it's finished processing, you can just go and download it. Now once it has finished downloading, we can come back over to our store now, and we can go and upload our banner. So over here where it says banner, we can go and click on this. And if you just click on this little gear icon, you can go and click on the options, and from here it will bring the options up down the side. Now the first thing we want to go and do is upload that banner that we just created under Placeit. So go and click on select media, go to upload files, and then you can go and select a file. And if we just scroll down, you can just go and upload the banner that we just created. So I've already gone and uploaded mine. So if we just go back to the media library, we can see we have it over here. So now we're just going to go and click on use this image. So now as you can see, it is just in the background, and we have this yellow overlay. So you can just go and get rid of this yellow overlay like this. So now we can see we have our banner. As you can see, it's getting cut off at the top over here. So if we scroll up, you can go and change the height of the banner. So if we go to full, you can see now it's not getting cut off. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go for 1:1 over here like this. So now if you click on this little arrow over here, you can see how it's going to look. So you can see that's actually quite big. So we might want to make it a little bit smaller than that. And what we can do is we have the mobile and the tablet view as well. So you can go and see how it's going to look. Now don't worry, we are going to go and make sure that the store is completely optimized for mobile later on in the tutorial. But I just wanted to show you this for now. So don't worry too much if it looks a little bit odd on a mobile, because we will go and change this later on in the tutorial. The same with a tablet. So for now, what we want to do is, because I think this looks a little bit large, we can just go and scale this down. So you can see we can scale it down So just keep scaling it until you get to a size that you think looks good. So I think maybe 70% like that. So let's see how that looks. I think that looks pretty good. Now, as you can see, this banner is a slider. So basically, if we go back over here, the way the UX designer works is every time you add an element, you can see all of the different elements show down here. So you can see we've got a row. So this is a row over here. And within that row, you can see we have 3 columns. So all of the elements can be put within other elements. So as you can see, this element up here is a slider. And within this slider, we have 2 banners. And then once you go into these banners, we have 2 text boxes. So you can see these are the text boxes. So like I said, every time you add an element, you can add it within other elements so that it shows on top of those elements. So right now we have this as a slider. If you don't want it to be a slider, what you can do is the banner that we just created, you can just go and drag this above. And now this is just one single banner on its own. And you can see the slider is down the bottom here now. So what you can do is you can just go and click on this and you could just delete the slider. And now we just have one single banner. Now, if you want to go and add your slider back, you can just go and add elements. And then over here, we can go and add in a slider. And what you can do is, so if we just go and hit apply, we can go and drag our slider back to the top. And then you can always go and add your banner back into your slider. So like this. So you can see now our banner is a slider again, and we can go and add another banner under our slider. So you can see over here, if we want to go and click add to slider, we can go and add another banner to the slider. And basically, if we just go and choose another banner, and let's just hit apply, we can see now that our slider, we can see we have our first banner over here. And as we slide, if we click on the dot, we have our second banner. So if you wanted to go and change your second banner in the slider, you can just go to options again, and then you can just go and select an image. Now for me, I just only want to have one single banner. So I'm once again just going to drag the banner above here so it's on its own, and I'm just going to go and delete the slider like this. So now we can see we have our full width banner. So that looks really good. So the next thing we want to do is go and change the text and the buttons. Now when it comes to changing the text, you can go and move the text wherever you want. So for example, if we just grab this over here, this little arrow, so you can see this icon, we could just go and move this like this. So now it's not just completely covering the actual picture of the frame. So you can go and do something like that. You can sort of play around with it and move things around. So we can move it down like this. We can move it to this side over here. So you can pretty much move the text wherever you like within your banner. So I think I'm just going to move it back to the center like that. And if we just go and open it out, let's see how it looks. So when somebody comes straight onto the store and all they see is this, that might look a little bit weird. So maybe we're just going to move the text up a little bit. So we're just going to come in here and we're just going to move it up like that. Let's see how that looks. So we can see we've got sale. As a matter of fact, I might just move it into this corner over here. So let's just go and move it all the way over here, and then we're just going to make it a bit smaller. So if we click on the text now, you can go and see that we have the font size. So you can just go and bring this down, something like that. So let's see if we can move it more to the side now. So that's as far to the side as it can go. So we might just bring it down a little bit more. So now you can see we have sale like that. And we've got shop women, shop men's, shop all. So what we can say is we can go and put something in here such as personalized anime prints. So you can go and say something like that. Now if you change this over here, heading 1 to heading 2, you can see it will get a little bit smaller, or a heading 3, or even maybe a heading 4. So now we can go and change that, and then you can go and still say the summer sale has started. And what you can do is you can go and then change these buttons to your different categories. So let's just go and have a look at this. We've got personalized anime prints. So let's just go and move this maybe over here. Let's see how that looks. So like I said, it is a little bit of trial and error depending on the banner that you used. I think that looks pretty cool, and you can go and do other things to your text. So if we click on this, you can go and of course change the text color. You can change the alignment, so we can see that we can align it to the side or to the center. So you can go and do a lot of different things. Now you can also go and get rid of this countdown if you want to, and you can completely change everything using the UX builder. So I can actually just go and change this countdown. So if I was to go and change this, let's say for example to 2022, then it will start counting down 88 weeks, as you can see. Now if you want to get rid of items, you can just go and click on the gear icon again and just hit delete like this. Now, of course, one other thing that you might want to keep in mind is make sure that things are spelt correctly. So not personalized, we want personalized. So personalized like this. So now that we've done that, we can just go and hit OK. So every time you hit apply and update, you will actually go and save your store. Now, like I said, over here, what you can do is with these buttons, you can go and link these to your different product categories. So if we just go and click on this button over here, what we can go and do is say something like shop couple gifts. So we could say something like that. And then what you can do is you can go and connect this button to one of your categories. So if we just go and scroll down over here, we have the link over here. So what we can do is we can go and get the link to one of our categories. So if we just go back to our WordPress dashboard, so what I recommend is let's just right click on our logo and click open in a new tab. We're going to go and open our store in a new tab. Then we're going to go and right click. Then we're going to go and click back to our dashboard. Now from here we can go and open up one of our product categories. So if we go to products and we go to categories over here, and now we can see we can go and choose one of these. So if we go to couple gifts, we can go and just click view, and now we can see that this is our couple gifts category page. So we can go and copy the link to this, and then if we go back over to here, we can go and paste this link in here. So now anytime somebody goes and clicks on shop couple gifts, it's going to bring them over to there. Now you can go and add a few different ones if you want to, or you can just go and have one button. So if I click on this button over here, let's just click on this one. So we can click on the gear icon and hit delete, and we can go and click on this one and we can hit delete. So now we just have shop couple gifts, personalized anime prints. So we can see over here, it's just like that. So that's our banner. Now you can go and leave something like this over here where it says up to 50% off if you want to. Now another thing about the banner is if we go and scroll down, we can go and see that we have this border, this dashed border. So you can actually just go and get rid of this if you want to. So if we just go over to here where it says border width, you can just go and get rid of this and change it to 0, and now you can see that that border is completely gone. So there are a lot of things that you can go and do with the UX Builder. You can go and add a YouTube video to your background as well if you want to. Now I don't recommend doing that because I think it does slow down your site a little bit when you have a video background, but these are a few different options that you can go and do when you are creating your first banner. Now over here we have this as well, which is a text box, and this just has a circle text box, so you can see. So what you can do is you can go and add something in here. You could go and say completely personalize it yourself, or upload an image of yourself. So in here where we have text, we can just go to open text editor, and we could go and say upload your own image. So you can go and say something like that. So now we're just prompting the customer and letting them know that this is a personalized item. So as you can see, we have our full width banner now. Now before we go any further, what we are going to do next is we are actually going to go and start sorting out the branding of our site, and then we will continue to go and create the rest of our site. Now in order to sort out the branding, there are two main things that we want to take into consideration. That is going to be the color of the site and the actual fonts that we're going to use. Now when it comes to picking the colors for your site, you can use a website called coolors.co to go and generate color palettes. Now what I recommend for any site is to always just keep it simple with a black, white and a gray. So you can use these three colors over here, black, white and gray, and if you just go and hit the lock icon over here, that just means that they will always stay the same, and then you can just go and generate color palettes. So if you just hit the space bar, you can see that it generates color palettes. Now for me, I prefer sort of pastel colors. I wouldn't use any colors that are really bright, so something like this is some two nice sort of pastel colors, and one is going to be your main color and one is just going to be your accent color. So by that, your main color is going to be things like up here we have this, and then over here you're going to have your main color, and then things like a cell icon will just be your accent color. So go and use coolors.co and just play around with colors on your site and see which one you like. Obviously it depends on what niche you're in as well. So you can see this website over here, Getting Personal, they use this sort of subtle type of pink color, and their other accent color is this sort of gold color. So you can see once again everything else is black, white and gray, and that is just a really easy way to keep your site professional and consistent. And then when it comes to generating font ideas, you can use another website called fontjoy.com, and basically what you can do is this site allows you to go and generate font pairings. So over here you can go and say if you want the fonts to be fairly similar or if you want there to be good contrast. Now personally I prefer fairly similar, and then you can just go and hit generate over here and it will go and generate a font pairing for you. Then once you go and generate some fonts, so let's just go and hit generate again. You can always go and lock a font if you like it. So let's say we like this font. Once again we can lock the font and then we can go and generate other fonts. Now you only really want to use 2 fonts on your site, not 3. So just go and have a look at 2 fonts that you think go well together and match the branding of your site. So once you have gone and chosen your colors and your branding, we're just going to go and hit apply over here. We're going to go and hit updates, and we are just going to go and close the UX builder. So now I just need to go and log back into my store. And once you are logged back in order to change the colors and the fonts, we are going to go back to the customize area. So go and hit customize. And then from here, we're going to go to style and we're going to go to typography. So let's go and choose our fonts first. So firstly, we have the headlines. So that's going to be all of this larger text anytime you add a headline. So I'm just going to go and change this to my headline font, which is going to be Josephine Sands. And then we have the base text. So that's going to be the smaller things like on the buttons and things like that. So I'm just going to go and change the base text to the Montserrat font over here. So let's just go and choose that. And then once you have gone and done that, finally over here you have the navigation. So that's going to be the menu up here. So once again, I'm just going to go and change the navigation to go and match the headings. So that's going to be Josephine Sands once again. So now that we've gone and done that, we can see that we have our new fonts. So that's looking really good. So the next thing you want to do is go and change your colors. So we're just going to go and hit publish to go and save our fonts. Then over here, we're going to go back. So over here, you can go and choose colors. So you've got your primary color. And like I said, this is going to be your main color. So if you go over to coolers, the color over here will probably be your main color. So I'm just going to go and add my primary color. So I've just got it saved over here. So my primary color is just going to be this slate gray. So we're just going to come over here and we're going to go and paste the hex code. So now we have our primary color, and then you can go and add a secondary color if you want to. So I'm just going to go and use this dim gray as my secondary color over here. So let's just go and choose that. So now we've done that, we can just go and hit publish. So now we can see our branding of our store has changed a bit in terms of the fonts and the actual colors, but it's still looking really clean and really professional. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to go and close this. So let's just go and close this. So what we're going to do is now we are just going to go and finish off by finishing our homepage. So we're going to go and finally just add some products over here. As you can see, we've got browse our categories, so we can go and change these. We have got our latest products on sale, so I'll go and show you how to do that. I'm going to get rid of this over here where we've got about us, our blog and our newsletter, but I'm going to go and leave this over here, which is going to be sign up to our newsletter. Now, if you are having trouble designing your homepage, you can just go and have a look at the homepages of other sites once again. So as you can see, if we look at Dogsy, what I'm going to do is we're going to have these trending products over here. So I'm just going to go and add a product category. Then we can go and add some other product images like this and just go and prompt people to go and shop now. And then I'm going to go and have an email newsletter sign up where they have about us. So like I said, you want to keep them pretty simple. It's not have to have so much information on your homepage. You want to keep it pretty simple and just prompt people to go and have a look at your products. And then we can also go and create a menu later on to go and showcase more products. So I'll be showing you how to do that. So let's just go and hit edit with UX Builder again over here. Once the UX Builder loads, we can actually then go and start changing some of our homepage. So let's just go and start by deleting some of these banners over here because I don't think that they're necessary. So what we can do is you can click on the column and we're just going to go and hit delete. So we're just going to delete these 3 columns over here. So let's just click on this one and we're just going to go and hit delete. And finally, we'll click on this one and we're just going to go and hit delete. So now we have this row. Once again, you can go and click on the row and you can just go and hit delete. Now over here where it says latest products on sale, you can go and change this to anything you like. So I'm going to go and say something like check out our gifts for couples. So let's go and add that in there. And then basically what you can go and do is you can go and add a link to a category. So if we just go and hit apply over here, then underneath that we can go and hit add element. And if we go and scroll down, we can go and over here we can see we've got products. So we're going to go and choose products. Now we're just going to go and hit apply. Now if we just go and click back, we can drag this underneath this title. So if we go and scroll up, now we can see check out our gifts for couples, and over here we have some couple gifts. So we can see we've got couple gifts, couple gifts, couple gifts. So what you can do is when you go and click on this product area here, if we just go and hit the gear icon and we go to options, basically if you scroll down over here, you can go and choose your category. So you can see we've got all of our categories over here, and you can go and choose custom posts as well. So if you want to go and say check out our best sellers, you could go and pick some particular products that are your best sellers, and then over here you can go and decide how many posts you want them to be able to scroll through. So right now we have it as 4, so we can see there's only 5 products in this category. I think there's 6 actually, so it's going to alternate between those 6 products. So if we just go and hit apply now, over here you can go and show the different product categories. So in order to go and show different product categories, you might want to go and add an image to your product category. So in order to do that, we're just going to go and hit update over here. We can actually go and close the UX builder. I'll just go and show you how you can go and add a product category. So once again, I'm just going to hit update and close this, and then we can just go back to our WordPress dashboard, and basically if you just go to products and we go to categories, you can go and add a category image over here. So for example, if we was to choose wedding gifts, we could go and hit edit on this category, and we can actually go and add an image. So if we go and upload a thumbnail, we could go and choose, let's say, this as our wedding gift thumbnail, and we go and hit update over here. So now if we go back to the front end, and if we just scroll down to the categories, we can see for wedding gifts we now have this image, so that just looks a lot better. So you can go and add an image to all of your different categories, and then you can go and display them like this. Now what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go and hit edit with UX Builder again, and we're just going to go and add some categories ourselves. So if we just go and scroll down from here, instead of having browse these categories, we're just going to go and get rid of this for now. And basically what we are going to do is we're going to go and do it how Dogsy are doing it here. So we've got dog gifts for humans and gifts for dogs. So we can go and add categories in this way to make them look a little bit more enticing. So over here where it says browse our categories, we're going to go and say something like gifts you might like. So we can go and add something like that. And basically what we are going to do is we're going to go and click add elements. We're going to go and add a row. So that's going to be a row of different elements, and we're going to go and choose 2 columns. So now we can just go and hit apply, and basically what we can do is we can drag this row underneath our title over here. So where it says gifts you might like, so instead of gift you might like, we're going to go and change that to gifts, and we can go and add in our images in here. So we can go and click on this plus button over here, and we can just go and type in image. So we're going to go and choose an image. So we're going to go and hit select media. We can go to upload files, select a file, and now I'm just going to go and choose this one over here, John's beer glass. We can just go and hit open. And then from here we can just go and click on use this image. So we have this one over here, which is John's beer glass. Then we can go and hit plus again on this one as well. And once again, we're going to go and choose an image. So we'll go and find an image. We're going to go select media, upload files, select a file. And I'm going to go and choose the wedding gift this time. So we're going to go for this one over here. So just make sure that the dimensions of these 2 images are the same. So these are both 1000 pixels by 1000 pixels, just making it a nice square image. So we can go and click on use image. So now we have these 2 gifts, and what we can go and do is you can go and add some text under these as well. So if you just go and add and click on this little plus over here, we can go and type in text, and now we have some nice text over here. So we can go and hit apply, and basically over now we can go and add in our text, just like Dogsy have done it over here. So as you can see, they said we love all our dogs and there's no better way to blah blah blah. So you can go and add some text about your products. So for this particular one, this is going to be gifts for men. So I'm going to go and say something like give your man an extra special gift this year with our personalized beer glasses. So you can go and say something like that, and then basically what you can go and do is you can underneath here go and add a button. So if we go and type in button, we can go and add a button over here, and we can basically go and just click this button, and that will bring them to the beer glasses. So you can go and put something like gifts for him. And then over here, you can go and change the color if you want to. So you can go and change it to a secondary or primary color, whatever you like. We've got size as well. So if you want to, you can go and make it bigger. So if we just hit expand, we can see that the button goes across the whole thing. Now over here, I'm just going to go and make this text center aligned as well, because I think it looks a little bit better like that. So now we have that. What we can go and do is we can just go and duplicate these. So if we just go and click on this and we hit duplicate, and we can basically just go and drag this. So we just go and grab it, and we can go and just drag this over here like that. So now we can say over here, give your man an extra special gift. We can go and change this and say something like, add that personal touch to your big day with custom made wedding gifts. So you can go and say something like that. And basically what you're going to do is with these buttons, so if we just click on this button as well, and we just go and hit duplicate, and we can just go and once again drag this button over here, and then we can just go and change this and just call this wedding gifts. So let's go and change this to wedding gifts, and you can go and link these to a product or to a category. So if I wanted to link this button to a particular product, I can come down over here, and where it says link, I can go and pick the link to my product. So if we just go back to our WordPress dashboard, we just go to all products over here, and then we can see we have this product over here. So I can go and hit view, and I can just go and copy this, and now over here where we've got wedding gifts, I can just go and paste that in there and hit apply. So, and as well, another thing that you can go and do, you can go and add a little bit of spacing. So if we just go and hit plus over here, we can just go and type in gap like this. So now you can see there's a little bit of space between the text and the button. So now if we just go and duplicate this gap, and we can just go with the little hand icon, and we can just drag that above there as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go and delete this follow us on Instagram and this Instagram feed. So now if we just go and have a look at our homepage, basically we've got our main hero image where we have upload your own image. So we're instantly telling the customer that it's personalized, and we can tell them as well personalized anime prints, and we have a nice big image of the actual product, and then they can just go and click on shop couple gifts. Now if we scroll down, we've got check out our gift couples as well, so they can go and see some of the other gifts that we offer couples, and they can just go and scroll along, and then they can go and have a look at other gifts that they might want to go and create, for example wedding gifts or gifts for him and things like that. So now over here we've got don't miss a sale, sign up for our newsletter. So what we are going to do next is we are going to go and create a MailChimp account, and then we're going to go and connect this to our form so we can start collecting emails. So over here I'm just going to get rid of this as well, which is the latest news. So we're just going to go and leave it like this. So our homepage is pretty clean, but all we want to do is just showcase some of our best products on the homepage, and then over here we're just going to have a newsletter sign up, and we're going to go and offer 10% off so that we can start collecting emails. And collecting emails is one of the best ways to start marketing your products. So in order to do this, we're going to go and head over to MailChimp over here. So just go and type in MailChimp, and we're going to go and create a MailChimp account. So over here we're going to go and click on mailchimp.com, and from here we're going to go and click on sign up free. And then from here, just go and enter in your email, pick a username and a password. And once you have gone and done that, just go and hit sign up. Now, once you click on that, it's going to ask you to verify your email address. So just head over to your emails, find that email from MailChimp and click on activate account. So now our account is activated. We're just going to go and click on I'm not a robot over here. So just go and click on that, and let's just make sure that it works. And then it's going to bring you to the account setup. So we're just going to go and start off on the free plan over here. You can go and collect up to 2,000 email contacts and send 10,000 emails for completely free. So we're just going to go and hit next over here. So now we're just going to need to enter in some information. So once you have entered that information in, just go and click on continue. Now from here, it's just going to ask you to add your address. And once you add your address, just click on continue. Now from here, if you have a list of contacts, you can hit yes, but my assumption would be that you probably don't have a list of contacts just yet. So you're going to go and hit no and click on continue. Now from here, it's going to ask you what type of goods do you want to offer. So we're going to go and choose physical goods and click on continue. Now from here, we can just go and choose website or e-commerce and click on continue. And from here, you can just go and stay in the loop with these if you want to. If you untick them, it just means MailChimp won't contact you. So now we're just going to go and hit continue. So now we've created our MailChimp account, we can go and connect this to our email subscribe newsletter that's over here. But firstly, we need to actually go and create this. So you'll see this little form over here saying contact form 7 ID. So don't worry about that too much for now. We're just going to go and hit update, and we are just going to go and close this UX builder for now. So what we're going to do is we're going to head back to our dashboard, and from here we're going to go to plugins. We're going to go and click on add new, and now we are going to go and search for a plugin called contact form 7. So just go and type in contact form 7 and hit enter. So once you go and hit enter, you'll see this one over here, contact form 7. So just go and hit install now, and then once it has installed, we are just going to go and hit activate on this plugin. Now once the plugin has been activated, you will see contact over here. So just go and click on contact forms. Now for now, you will see contact form 1. Now don't worry about this, just leave this. We're going to use this to actually create our contact us page later on, so don't worry about this. So for now, we're going to go and click on add new. Now from here, you will see that we have this newsletter form horizontal. So if we just drag this down, we can go and copy all of this text over here. Then we're going to go to form, and we're just going to go and replace all of this text with our form text. Now, what we want to do next is we want to go and add a success message. So basically, we want to entice people to subscribe to our newsletter, so that way we can go and offer them a 10% off discount code. So over here under messages, you will see the sender's message was sent successful. So instead of saying thank you for your message, it has been sent, we're going to say thank you for joining our crew. So you can go and say something like that, and then use code 10 off at checkout for 10% off. So you can go and say something like that. Now we will go and create this coupon just in a moment. So now we've gone and created our contact form. We're just going to go and give it a name. So we're going to go and call this subscribe newsletter. And then we can just go and hit save. So now I've gone and created our form. You will see this little shortcode over here. So just go and click on this and copy this shortcode. So now if we just go back to the front end, we go edit and edit with UX Builder. And now that the UX Builder has loaded, if we scroll down over here, we will see we've got contact form 7. Now over here it's going to say select form, and we can go and click on subscribe newsletter. So now you can see we have that form and it's working perfectly. So now instead of saying don't miss a sale, we can go and say, leave that actually, don't miss a sale, and say sign up for our newsletter. And then if we just go and click on open with text editor for 10% off. So we can go and say that. So now let's just make sure that it looks okay. So let's just go and see. So like that, you can see what we want to do is if we just go and make this text a little bit smaller. So let's just go and choose this, and we're going to go and make it a heading 4. So now we can just make sure it's all on one line like that. Now in terms of this, the actual banner itself, if we go to background, we can go and choose an image over here. So if we go to image, we can go and click on change media, and you can just go and choose an image. So we can see here that looks really nice. So I have just used once again placeit.net to go and create this image, and over here we can see that it just looks really cool with our newsletter sign up. So if we go and have a look at our homepage, it's coming together really well. It's looking really professional. We have our personalized anime prints, so you can go and draw attention to any product that you want to. And over here, I just think this looks really cool. Upload your own image. So that just goes and lets them know that they can go and obviously upload their own image. Over here, we have some of the different GIFs that we have for couples. And then we've got some more GIFs. So we can see over here, John's beer glass. We have the wedding GIFs. And then down here, we finally have our newsletter sign up. So the next thing that we need to go and do is make sure that this is actually connected to our MailChimp account so we can start collecting those emails. So if we just go and close this right now, if we just scroll down and if you just go and enter in an email address in here, and then if I just go and hit sign up, we can see that we've got thanks for joining our crew, use code 10 off at checkout for 10% off. So they do get that over here. Now firstly, you want to go and create this coupon to make sure that they actually get their coupon code. So in order to do that, we can just go back to our WordPress dashboard. Over here under marketing, if you go to coupons, you can go and create your first coupon. So click on create your first coupon over here, and we can just go and call the coupon code 10 off or whatever you want to go and call it. Over here you can go and say it's a percentage discount of 10%, and basically over here usage restrictions basically just means do they have to spend a minimum amount or a maximum amount, or is it only for specific products? And then usage limits is how many per customer can actually use it. So per coupon you could say it's unlimited, but per customer is only 1, so they can only use it once, and then just go and hit publish. So now people can go and get 10% off when they actually sign up for your newsletter. Now like I said, the next thing that we want to make sure is that those email addresses actually go somewhere, and we want them to be connected to our MailChimp account. So in order to do this, we're going to go back to plugins, and we're going to go to add new, and we're going to go and type in contact form 7, and we're going to go and type that in again, and type in MailChimp again at the end of it. And like I said, just type in MailChimp at the end of it, and you will see this one down here. So you want this one with this sort of stripes over here. So we're going to go and hit install now on this one. So once we have gone and clicked install now, we are going to go and activate this plugin once again. And now that this plugin has been activated, if we go back to contact form and we go to contact forms again, and now if we go and click on our subscribe newsletter, when we click over here, we can see we have Chimpmatic Lite. So what we need to do is we need to go and connect our MailChimp account to this. So we need to go and enter in our MailChimp API key. So over here, we want to enter in our MailChimp API key. So we're going to head back over to our MailChimp dashboard. Now from here, we're going to go over here where we have our little name or our avatar. We're going to go and click on account. And then from here, we are going to go and click on extras, and we're going to go and click on API keys. So once we go and click on this, you will scroll down and you see you don't have any active API keys. So we're going to go and click on create a key. Now, once we create an API key over here, we can just go and copy this API key. We can go and head back to our WordPress dashboard. We can just go and paste it in here, and then we're going to go and click on connect and fetch your mailing lists. So just go and choose that. Then over here, it's going to go and choose our mailing list when we signed up. Now over here, it's just going to go and say subscriber email, so it's going to be their email, and over here you can just go and leave this as blank, so don't worry too much about this. So now we've done that, we can just go and hit save over here. So what we can do is we can go and test this out now to make sure that those email addresses are being saved in our MailChimp account. So over here, if I just go and enter in an email address, and now if we just go and hit sign up, this email address should actually go and be in our MailChimp account now. So if we come over to here, what we can do is we can go and click on audience over here, and now over here we can go and click on new contacts, and basically if we just go and click on this, we should just see that email address. So over here we can see we've got digital@hotmail.com, the one that we just used, so we can see those emails are saving correctly. So that's absolutely perfect, because that basically just means now anytime someone comes over here, they can go and sign up for 10% off, they get their 10% off discount code over here, and then you go and collect their emails. So anytime you release new products, you can go and email them. You can go and email them promotions for Valentine's Day, for Black Friday, for Christmas, and constantly throughout the year for your store. And that's a really great and free way to actually start generating traffic and sales to your store. So now that we've finished creating our homepage, the next thing that we are going to do is go and create some of our other necessary pages, such as the privacy policy, the terms of service, and the shipping policy. So in order to create these pages, we're just going to go back to our WordPress dashboard. Now from here, we're going to go to pages and all pages. Now the first thing that we are going to do is go and delete the privacy policy that's already there. So basically when you install WooCommerce, it will go and create a privacy policy page for you. But sometimes these pages can be a little bit glitchy. So we're just going to go and tick this, and we're just going to go and hit trash over here, and we're just going to go and start our privacy policy page from scratch. So over here under trash, I'm just going to go and delete that page permanently. So just go and hit delete permanently. So now we're going to go to add new page, and we're going to start with our privacy policy. So we're just going to go and call this privacy policy, and then what we're going to do is over here where we have default template, we're going to go and change this to full width, and we're going to go and hit publish. So now we have our privacy policy. So now we're going to go and hit preview changes, and from here we're going to go edit and edit with UX Builder. So now we can actually go and create our privacy policy. Now the first thing we're going to add is just a page title. So go and choose this one over here, page header, and as you can see it will just say privacy policy. Now you can leave it like this if you want to. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and change the breadcrumbs to scroll to navigation so that it just shows privacy policy, and I'm going to go and center align it like this. So now we can see we just have our privacy policy page. So next up what we're going to do is we're going to go and hit plus again, and this time we're going to go and add some text. So just go and type in text, and we're going to go and add that in there, and we're going to go and hit apply. So now we have some text. So what we are going to do now is we're going to go and create a privacy policy. So in the description, I'll leave a link to getterms.io, and this basically allows you to go and create a free privacy policy and terms of service. Or you can go and upgrade for a cookie policy as well, or you can go for the whole package for $50. It's totally up to you. If you are selling in Europe and the UK, you are going to need this package for the GDPR compliancy. So I recommend if you are selling in Europe, you're going to have to get this. But if not, you can just start off with the free version. Now from here, you can just go and enter in your website address, company name, the location, and your email address. And once you have entered all of that information in, you are ready to go and create your privacy policy. Now under email address, don't worry, I'll be showing you how to go and create a professional email address for your store later on. So you can just go and put in a professional email address in here, for example, contact@your-domain. Now from here, you can go and tailor your privacy policy. So if you collect personal information, which we will be doing, such as card details and bank details and things like that, and email addresses, so you can go and tick whatever you need. So we are going to need the name, we're going to need the phone number, we are going to need the home mailing address. We are also going to need to tick email newsletters, security and fraud prevention for cards and things like that. Now over here, if you are using Facebook ads, you can go and say that you use third-party services as well as cookies as well. So if you install a Facebook pixel or anything like that, then you are going to have to go and tick these as well. Now over here for your privacy contact name, I just go and put in the professional email address once again, and then we can just go and click on generate terms. So once you go and generate the terms over here, you will go and see that you have your privacy policy. So all you need to do then is just go and copy this. So if we just go back to the top, we can go and click copy to clipboard. Now we can go and head back to our privacy policy page in the UX builder. We can go and open this text editor. We can just go and paste that in there. So now we have our privacy policy in here like this. Now you don't want it flush to the edges like that. So what you can go and do is you can go and add this text to a container. So if we just go back, what we can do is we can go add elements. We can go and add a row, and we can go and add one column like that. And basically what we can do is if we go and hit apply, then we can go and drag this row above the text like this. And then what we can do is we can go and drag this text into that column. So if we just go and drag this in here, now you can see that it goes into the center, so it's not flush. Now what else you might want to do is if we open the text editor, you might want to just go and bold all of these headings up like this. So that just makes the site look more professional. So like I said, just make sure you go in, read your privacy policy over again, and just bold everything up. So if we scroll down to the bottom, you can see that we've got this twice as well. So you want to just go and get rid of any unneeded space and things like that, and just bold up all of the headings. So we're just going to go and hit OK, and we'll go and hit apply and update. So now if we just go and close this, we can see we have our privacy policy. So now we are going to go and create a terms of service. So we're just going to go and repeat the same process. So if we just come back over here, we can go over to pages, add a new page. We can just go and type in terms of service. And then what you're going to do is we are going to go and change this to a full width and hit publish. And then finally, we can just go, and if we go and view page, we can go and hit edit with UX Builder, and we're just going to repeat the same process. So over here we are just going to go and add an element, so you can go and hit plus and then add a page title so it has terms of service. We will go and change the breadcrumbs to scroll to navigation, hit center, and now if we go back to get terms, you will see terms of service, but it is actually locked. So to get a terms of service, you have to actually upgrade to the paid version, but don't worry, you can use another website called app.termly.io. so I'll leave a link in the description once again to go and create a terms of service. Now the only advantage of paying for the get terms one over here just means that they'll both be really consistent when they are written. So the privacy policy and the terms of service and the cookie policy will be quite consistent, whereas if you create a privacy policy here and a terms of service here, they may not be 100% consistent. It just means you have to double check and read over everything and make sure that it's all correct yourself. So like I said, obviously if you want to save a bit of money, you can go and do it this way. So you can just go and fill out all of the information on this website and then just go and copy it, and then all you're going to do is just repeat the same process. So you're just going to come into here, we are going to go add a row, and then you can go and add a column, and then inside that column you can just go and add some text, and then you're just going to go and paste your terms of service in here. So just going to go and hit apply and update. So like I said, once you have just copied your terms of service from here, you just need to fill in this information. It's pretty basic. So now we've had a look at creating our terms of service and our privacy policy. The next thing we're going to look at is creating a shipping page. So in order to create the shipping policy, you are just going to go and close this once again. We're going to go back to our WordPress dashboard, and once again we're going to go to pages, and we're going to go to add new. So now we're just going to go and type in here shipping and delivery. And then what we are going to do is, once again, just change this to full width and hit publish. So now we can go and hit view page again. We're going to go and hit edit with UX Builder. Now, in order to create our shipping policy, we are going to be using this news shipping rates. So you can go and find all of their shipping rates for the different countries over here. So I'm going to be showing you how you can go and display these for the different shipping methods that they go and offer. So if we just head back over here, firstly, we can go and add an element. And once again, we're just going to go and add a page title. So we're going to go and change the breadcrumbs to scroll to navigation, and then we're just going to go and hit center. So we have it like this. Now what we can do is, once again, we can go and hit plus, we can go to row, and we can go and just add one column like this, and then we're just going to go and hit apply. So now that we've done that, what we can do is in here we can add another element, and we are going to go and add some tabs over here. So we're going to click and add a tab, and you can basically go and create different tabs for different shipping methods. So I'll show you what I mean. So if we go and have a look on this new, firstly we've got the standard shipping over here. So if we go and just copy standard and we head back over here, we can go and just call this standard shipping. So if we just go and choose that. Now over here, what we can do is we can go and add a few different tabs. So firstly, under tab 1, if we just click on tab 1, we can go and just call this, let's just call this, for example, popular countries. So if we go and call this popular countries, and then what we can do for tab 2, we can just go and call this Europe, let's say, for example, or you can go and call it other countries, whatever you feel is best fitting, but I'm just going to call it Europe and popular countries. Now for tab 3, what we are going to do is, if we just go and click and open these tabs, we'll just go and delete tab 3. So now we've got popular countries and we've got Europe. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go and change the style. So let's just go and try, let's see line grow, let's go and see line bottom. So you can go and change the style to whatever you like. Let's see tabs like this. So we're going to go for tabs because I like this one. So it just makes it sort of grayed out. So once we do that, what we can go and do is you can in here hit the plus button and you can go and add an accordion. So if we go and add an accordion, now you can go and put these to different countries. So for popular countries, we could go for United States like this. And then for the next one, we could go for United Kingdom, let's say. So it really depends on where you are selling to. And then this one, we could go and say Australia. And we could go and add another one for, let's say, New Zealand and Canada. So I just want to go and show you this, for example. Now what we're just going to very quickly do is we're going to go and add an element, and we're just going to go and add a gap. And we're just going to go and drag this gap just above where it says standard shipping. So just above here, we're going to go and add a bit of a gap. So now you can see we've got United States, we've got United Kingdom, and we've got Australia. Now what we can do is over here in these accordions, we can hit plus and we can go and choose text. And basically what we can do is over here, so right now we're on standard shipping, we can go to the country list and we can go and see the United States and the United Kingdom. It's going to take between 7 to 20 days with standard shipping, plus the 3 to 7 business days to actually go and process it. So what you can go in here and say is, if we just click on this, you can say, let's open up the text editor. We can go and say, so what we can do is, let's just copy it from here. Let's just copy this. Your items will be printed and ready for shipment in roughly 3 to 7 business days. So we can go and copy that in there, and then we can go and say that it will take around 7 to 20 business days for shipping. Please allow 7 to 20 business days to ship your item. So that way we're basically telling them it's going to take a maximum of 27 days. Now, with this new, generally they're really quick, so it probably would take around maybe 10 days roughly. So over here, we're just letting them know it could take up to 27 business days because they need to be printed and ready for shipment, and then it actually takes 20 business days to ship the item. Now, it's the same for the United Kingdom. If we come in here, it should be the same, I believe, for Australia as well. Most of the big 5 countries will be on here. So I believe, let's have a look, New Zealand and also Canada is on here as well. So you can just go and do that for the standard shipping. So basically you can just go and copy this. So if we open the text editor, we can copy this and we can just go and duplicate this in here. So we go to once again and add text, and we can just go and hit apply, and then we can open the text editor and we can paste that in there. So you're going to want to do that. So now once you do that, what you can do is you can come back over to Europe, and once again on this tab panel you can add an element and you can go and add an accordion again, and then you can go and change these accordions. So you could go and change this, let's say, to Greece, or you could just go and do it in alphabetical order just like they've done it over here. So you can go and choose this country list and you could go from Austria, Belgium, Denmark, Finland, France, and so on, and any country in Europe. So what you can do is you can basically go and add as many countries and continents as you want. So if we come over here where we have this under tabs, what we can do is you could go and add another tab panel. So instead of just having popular countries and Europe, you can just go and click add to tabs, and this tab title you could go and say can be South America. So then you could come back onto this new and you can go and put all of the South American countries on here. So for example, we have Brazil, we have some other countries under this country list. So if we go onto this country list, should be able to see some other countries over here. So let's just go and have a look. So you can see we've got Chile, we've got Colombia. So that is how you can just go and break it down. So you can see for these ones, it's going to take between 15 to 25 days. So if you want to go and add these countries to your accordions, you just have to go and change that text from 7 to 20 days to 15 to 25. Now what you can do is once you have done that, you can then go and create one for Standard Pro and one for Express as well. So if we just come into here, what we can do is you can just go where we've got this tabs, and you can just go and hit duplicate. So now we've got standard shipping, so we can go and change this one. If we just go and click tabs, and you can basically go and change this to, let's say, Express shipping, and then all you need to do is just come in here and just go and change your text for each of the countries. So for Express shipping, you can see it's 3 to 7 business days. So over here, instead of saying 7 to 20, you can just go open text editor and say 3 to 7 again. So 3 to 7 like that. So your items will be printed and ready for shipment in roughly 3 to 7 business days. Please allow. So what I would say is let's put another 3 to 7 business days to ship your item, so that the customer knows, and we are just setting their expectations that it's going to take 3 to 7 business days to print it and 3 to 7 business days to actually ship the item. So then we can just hit OK. So like I said, now we can go and add another gap. So let's go and click add elements, and we'll just type in gap again. We'll just go and add a gap. So let's just go and drag that gap just over here. So now if we go and have a look at our page, we can go and see we've got standard shipping over here, and they can go and click and open up all of the different countries within Europe as well, or South America, or whatever it may be. And then under here they can go to express shipping, and they can go and see all of the shipping times. So that's a really easy way to just go and set your shipping expectations with your customers. And then just at the top, what you can say is you can just go and add some main text at the top here. So we just go and add text, and so we're going to go and add a row, add a column, and then within here let's just drag this to the top, so just above here. And so let's just try and drag that again. So sometimes it can be a little bit fiddly. So now it's above there. We're going to go and just add in text, and over here you can just go and say, as a general rule of thumb, you could just go and add this in here. So now what we can say is in here, and then you can say, please check the shipping times for your country below. So now that way you've just reinforced that it's definitely going to take 3 to 7 business days at least to go and print the item. So I'm just going to go and hit apply and update. So now if we just go and have a look, we have our shipping policy like this, and they can go for standard shipping or express shipping. They can go through the different continents. Now, like as you can see, obviously for South America I haven't added anything, and I haven't added anything to these, but this is just a really good way to go and lay out your shipping and delivery page. So now that we've created our shipping and delivery page, we can go and create an order tracking page as well. So if we just go over to this new, you can see that they're using 17 track to allow customers to track their orders. So we can go and do the same thing by embedding 17 track onto our own site. So in order to do this, we're going to go back to our WordPress dashboard. We'll go and create a new page. So go and hit add new. We're going to go and call this order tracking. And then once again, we will just go and make this a full width template and just go and hit publish. So now we're just going to go and hit view page over here. Now from here, we can go to edit with UX Builder. And firstly, we will go and add that title in again, just to make sure all of our pages are consistent. So we'll go and add our page title. We can go and change the breadcrumbs to scroll to navigation and just change it to center. So now, like I said, what we want to do is we're going to go and embed 17 track within this page. So firstly, let's just go and add a gap over here just to add some space, and we'll just go and hit apply. And now what we can do is we're going to go and add in a column. So let's just go to row, and we're just going to go and add one single column like this, and then we'll just go and hit apply again. Now in here, we're going to go and add some text. So go and add a text editor, and then just hit apply. So now we've got some text, and we want to embed some code in here so that people can go and track their orders. So I'll leave a link in the description to this page over here, which allows you to go and embed 17 track into any website by copying this code. So if you just come in here and click copy code, and then we're going to go back to this page. In here, we can just go and delete this, and then just go and paste in that code. So now we can see we have track your order. So what we can do is we can go and add some text again just to the top over here. So if we just go and add elements, we can go and type in text and apply, and then we can just go and drag this element to the top of the gap over here, and we can go and duplicate this gap so that we have enough gap on the top and the bottom like that. Now what we can do is let's just go and hit plus. We're going to go and add a single column again like this, and we'll just go and hit apply, and then we're just going to go and drag this text into here. So now what we can do is we can just go and type in here, enter in your tracking number below and hit track to see the status of your delivery. So then you can go and let's see what that looks like. So we're going to center align that like that, and we'll just go and hit update. So now you can go and test this out. So if you come up here, you'll see this sample code. So if we just go and copy this, so let's just grab this and we'll just hit copy, and then from here let's just go and hit update. We can go and close the UX builder. Now we can go and test to see if this is actually working. So if we just go and paste that code in here and we hit track, and we can see it goes and tracks the parcel. So now we have a order tracking page. So that is perfect. So now what we want to do is want to make sure that this new shipping is actually turned on. So we're going to go into our WordPress dashboard. If we go to WooCommerce, we can actually go to settings, and then we can go to shipping over here. So go and click on shipping, and then over here you'll see this new shipping. So click on this and just make sure enable this shipping method. So then we can just go and hit save changes, and basically what that will do is it will make sure that the tracking codes from this new actually go over to the customer, and then they can go and track their order straight on your website by just going to that page that we just created. So now that we've created our tracking page, we're going to go and create one more page, which is going to be our refund policy. If we go to pages, we're going to go to add new again. We're going to go to returns and refunds. So just go and type that in, and then once again we're going to go change this to a full width and just hit publish. So now we can go and hit view page over here. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go again and open up the UX builder, and as you can tell we want to go and keep things consistent, so we're going to do the same process again with our page title, and then we're going to go and change the breadcrumbs and change it to center aligned, and then finally we're going to go and add in that gap for some spacing. So now we just want to go and outline our returns and refunds policy. So if we go over to this new, we can go and scroll down to the bottom, and then from here you can go to return policy and refund policy, and then from here what we can do is we can actually just go and copy their returns and refunds policy and just make a few changes to it. So if we just go and copy this over here, let's copy all of this, and then we're going to go and head back to our page. So we're going to go and add underneath, so let's just underneath here we're going to go and click plus, we're going to go and add our single column again, and then we're going to go and add some text to this, and then what we can do is if we just go and hit apply, open the text editor, and we can just go and paste our text in here. So now like I said, you want to just make sure there's not any unnecessary spaces, so we're just going to go and get rid of those, and then like I said we're just going to make a few amendments to this just to make sure that it all makes sense to our customers. So let's just go and make sure there's, like I said, no unnecessary spaces, and in here and in here, and we can go and leave it like that. So now as long as it looks good like this, so that looks pretty good. Now what we can do is in here, if we come back into the text editor, just make sure that everything makes sense. So instead of saying this new, we can go and put our domain name. So we're going to go and say Hubcut provides warranty and after sales service for products we shipped out. So let's just go and put that in, and then within the order details you will see once you've paid for your order it will be produced as soon as possible. So you want to go and change it so it makes sense. So instead of saying it will be produced as soon as possible, we will say as soon as possible. If you want to change certain parameters such as, and then we're going to go and say customer addresses, so we can just go and say your address over here. So like I said, you just want to reword some of it so that it makes a little bit more sense, etc. Please check whether such an option is available in your account. So instead of saying that, what you can go and do is you can say please email us. So let's just go and put that in here. Please email us at contact at, and then put your domain in .com, and we will endeavor to get the address changed. So then over here we can just go and change this. So you can go and add a hyperlink. So if you just go and copy your email address, you can go and add a hyperlink like this, and then put a mail to, and just click apply. So now you can see that it's going to come up as a hyperlink like that. So now over here it's going to say if you do want to modify or cancel your orders, please contact Hubcut customer service, and then once again you can go and put in your email address. So let's just go and put that, and we can go and say on contact, and once again you can go and hyperlink this like that. And then you can say we are not bounded to fulfill your request, but we will do our best on a case-by-case basis. So that's perfectly fine. Over here where it says shipping address, before ordering from us, it is the customer's, so we can just say it is your responsibility to check and verify the full ability to receive the products. So like I said, some of the stuff in here you want to just go and change, like unnecessary capitals and things like that. So correct addresses and postcode, zip code, telephone numbers are absolutely necessary to ensure the successful delivery of products. Once again, I'm just going to change it to a small p. And then all information required on the checkout page must be filled in precisely and accurately. So we're going to go and change this to our domain name over here. Hubcut will not be responsible for failed delivery due to incorrect delivery address or phone number. Should you like to ask for a change in the delivery address or any other special requirements, please change it in your order account or contact this new. So we can once again go and add that in. And we can just go and say, and once again, just hyperlink this. So now we've gone and done that. Let's just paste that in there. Now over here where it says print files, so it's going to say this new will try our best to produce the products according to the customer design. So we'll go and say like this, Hubcut will try and produce the products according to your design. So it is your responsibility to ensure the designs are qualified for production. But you can go and say, however, we will let you know if a design is of too low quality to print. So that goes back to what I said earlier on in the tutorial, where if a customer uploads an image and it's just, you literally cannot make it out and it's so blurry, you can just go and contact them on their email and just say, do you have another picture? If not, we will give you a refund. So over here, it's going to say when customers use the online design tool. So we can say when you, as a matter of fact, you can just go and leave that. When customers use the online design tool, the favor patterns and full bleed images are necessary. We can just go and change this to clear. Clear patterns and full bleed images are necessary. Any space that isn't covered by your design will reflect on the original fabric. That's why patterns and full bleed images usually turn out best. So you can go and just leave that as it is. Please be aware that this is the customer's responsibility to verify the quality of the content, including but not limited to misspelled words, grammatical errors, formatting, design, and overall appearance. So that's really great to keep in there as well, because when people are customizing their own product, if they spell it wrong, then that is obviously their own responsibility. For example, the wedding sign, if they spell their own name wrong and it gets printed like that, then once again, that's their responsibility. So before ordering a product, you can see this refund policy does not apply to content, only to physical product. If the poor print quality is caused by an unqualified print files, we can go and say Hubcut could not provide the after service. So we can say will not provide a refund. So we can go and say that. So basically what we're saying is, if you're happy to print the image, even if it's poor quality, we will let you know. But if you're still happy to go ahead with it, then of course that's your responsibility and we're not going to give you a refund for that. So over here we've got the actual product notice. So it will say this size data is measured on a flat tile surface. Due to the different measurement methods, difference within 1 to 2 centimeters is normal. So basically we're just covering ourselves over here to say that anything that is printed, if it's 1 to 2 centimeters out, then of course we can't give you a refund for that. And the picture displayed is for reference only. The final product effect is subjected to the actual product itself. Due to objective factors such as different production batches, machinery and equipment, there might be slight color position and size differences. The above differences are normal. So we're basically just saying, once again, we're not going to refund you if your product is a tiny little 1 or 2 centimeters out, or if the color is just a tiny little bit different to what it was shown on the actual website. So you have your warranty period over here. So if you receive an unqualified product, please contact, and we're going to go and put our name in here again, customer service within, and what we're going to say is we're going to say 2 weeks. So that way we've got an extra week to go and contact the third-party print-on-demand provider. So thisnew.com needs 3 weeks. So if you make sure that your customers contact you within 2 weeks, then that way you've got an extra week to actually go and contact this new. So over here, if you received a parcel with missing items, please contact Hubcut again. So you're going to go and put your domain in here. And then what you're going to say is, instead of 1 week, you can go and say within, just say 4 days. So then you've got an extra 3 days to go and contact this new. So tell us about the details and provide relevant pictures and proof. And then over here, we can go and say Hubcut will provide after service according to your submission details, and then over here 6 some after service examples. So what we can go and say is after service examples. So over here we're going to say if there's a quality issue, we agree. If it's a wrong size issue, we agree. Missing items, we agree. Delivered to the wrong address, agree. Returned by delivery with no reason, agree. Tracking numbers not found after 30 days. So all of these things, we're basically saying that it's fair enough for you to make a complaint. But if there's artwork issues from the customer, any slight, so you can see, can just go and change this, slight color position or size differences, we're not going to give you after service. Delivered but not received, we're not going to give you after service. Wrong sizes chosen by you, we're not going to give you after service. Or clearance delay, we won't give you after service. Now really this last one here doesn't really matter because this is more to do with their warehouse clearance, but you can just leave it in there. So over here once again you can just go and change this to your domain. So Hubcut takes no responsibility for the loss, damage of goods, late delivery because of force of, so they've put mature, but we can go and say, I believe they mean nature, forces of nature, and you can just go and say such as pandemic, earthquake, natural disaster, war, country policy. And then finally we have the refund and return policy right at the bottom. So once customers request for the after service, we can go and just say Hubcut will process them according to the situation. And instead of saying customer submission details, we can go and say case by case basis. Normally we could provide after service according to the description and pictures. Sometimes we may need you to return the products as a condition for replacement or other solution options. You will bear the direct cost of returning the product. So that's just good, important to put in there as well, to just say that if they want to return the product for a refund, they have to actually pay to ship it. So over here we can just go and put our domain in again. Once Hubcut confirmed the issues, we provide the following after service for customer's choice: full refund, redelivery of products, compensation coupons and vouchers. So now we can just go and hit OK, and we're just going to hit apply, hit updates, and now we have our returns and refunds. So that's looking really cool. So now that we have created our returns and refunds, the last page that we need to create is our contact us page. So let's head back to our WordPress dashboard. We're going to go to pages, add new, and then we're just going to go and type in contact us. And once again, make this a full width page, and we're just going to go and hit publish. So now we need to go and create our contact form. So go to contact over here, go to contact forms, and then you will see contact form 1 that's already been created. So just go and click on this over here, and then what you can do is just go to form, and you will see it's just a basic contact form. So they enter in their name, their email address, their subject, and their message, and they just have to hit the submit button. Now under mail, you will see that this is the to email address. So when a customer fills out the contact us form on our website, we want to go and send those messages to an email address. So we can go and create a professional email address. So if you just head back to SiteGround, you can click on your domain and click on Site Tools over here, and then from here we can go and create a professional email address. So if we just go to email over here and we go to accounts, what you can do is you can just go and make sure you've selected your domain, and you can just go and type in contact. So it's going to be contact at our domain, or you can say help or whatever you want. Now just go and choose a password, and once you have chosen a password, you can just go and click on create. So now we have this professional email address. Now if you want to access this, just click on the 3 dots and then just go and click on login to webmail, and you basically just go and log in with that password that we just created. So we're just going to go and copy this now, and then we're going to head back to our WordPress dashboard, and in the to email, that's going to be to our professional email address. So now we can just go and hit save. Now over here you will see that we have the messages. So you've got the thank you message, it has been sent. So we can go and add in here, we will get back to you in 1 to 3 business days. So that way they know how long it's going to take for us to get back to them. So once you have gone and done that, we can go and just copy this code. So just click on this and copy it, and then we're going to go back to pages, all pages, and that contact us page we just created, we're going to go and hit edit with UX Builder. And now from here, once again, we can just go and add our page title in again, and we can just go and change all of the breadcrumbs, make it a center, and then we are just going to go and add in our gap, so like we have been doing on all of the other pages. So we're going to go and add that in there and hit apply. Then under here we can click plus, we can go to row, add our single column, then we're going to go and hit plus again in here, and we're going to go and enter text, and then we'll go and hit apply, and then in here we're going to go and paste that code. So that's going to be our contact us page, and we're going to go and hit update. And if we just go and close this, and now if we just go and view our contact us page, so let's go and hit view, and we can see we have our contact us form. So if somebody goes and fills this out now, it should go over to our professional email address. So let's go over to here, and let's just go and log into the webmail, so we can go and test that this is all working. So once you've logged into your webmail for the first time, you will see your inbox. You've got no messages available. So if we just come back over to here, let's just go and fill this out now. So I have just filled this out with some dummy information, a very disgruntled customer over here asking for a refund. So let's just go and hit submit over here. And now if we go back to our webmail, let's just go and refresh this. And you can see straight away it's come from HubCut, and it's saying I want a refund now from the customer's email. So you can see it works right away. So now we know that our contact form is working perfectly. And over here it just says thank you for your message has been sent. We will get back to you in 1 to 3 business days. So that is perfect. Now you can go and add a little message at the top as well. So if we go to edit page with UX Builder again, what we can go and do is if we just go and we can just add some text underneath here, and if we just go and type in text, we can just go and say that we will get back to you within 1 to 3 business days. So we can just say if you have any issues, please contact us and we will aim to get back to you in 1 to 3 business days. And then we can just go and center align this, and we can just go and add a gap again. So if we just go add elements and we just go and add a gap, and we can just go and add this gap underneath that text, just like this. And we just go and hit update, and we'll just go and close this now. So now you can see that they've just got a rough idea of how long it's going to take us to contact them, just in case they don't see the success message. So now that we have gone and created all of these pages, we want to go and offer our customers the ability to actually access all of these pages by adding them to our footer. So we are going to go and create some menus now. So we're going to go and create some menus to add to our footer, and then we will go and create our menu up the top here. So in order to create the menus, let's head back to our WordPress dashboard. We are going to go to appearance, we are going to go to menus. So firstly, we're going to go and create a help menu. So this is going to be for people that want to go and get some information. So let's just go and create this menu. So we're going to create help and just click on create menu. And now we're going to go and add some pages to this menu. So we're going to go and add the contact us, we're going to go and add the order tracking, we're going to go and add the returns and refunds, and we're going to go and add the shipping policy. So let's go and hit add to menu. So now I've got contact us, returns, refunds. So you can go and reorder them however you want. So if we just go and drag this to the side, so we've got contact us, order tracking, returns and refunds, shipping and delivery. Like I said, you can go and move them around however you want to. So if we just go and hit save menu, now we're going to go and create another menu. So over here where it says create a new menu, just click on this. So let's just go and make sure that this is saved. So save menu. Now we're going to go and hit create menu. So that's fine, and just click leave. So this one we're just going to go and call this legal, and we're going to go and click create menu. And now we're just going to go and add our terms of service and our privacy policy to this menu. So I'm just going to go and swap these two around and hit save menu. So now that we have gone and created those two menus, we can actually go and add those to our footer. So if we go over to our front end, so don't worry if it says this, it has been saved. So we're going to go to our front end, we are going to go and hit customize over here. So once the customize area loads, let's just scroll down to our footer. So we can go and click on footer over here. Now we're going to ignore footer 1, we're going to go for footer 2, because footer 2 is the dark version and I just think it looks nicer. So what we're going to do is we can just go over to here where it says edit footer widgets, and we're going to go to footer 2. First we're going to go and add a first widget, which is going to be a navigation menu. So we're going to go and choose navigation menu. We can just go and call this one help, and then we can go and select our help menu. Now we can go and add another widget, and once again this is going to be a navigation menu. So just type in navigation menu, we're going to go and choose legal this time, and then we can just go and add our legal menu. So now you can see we've got our help with all of our pages and our two legal pages as well. Now if you want to go and change the layout, because you can see there's a lot of space over here, what you can do is if we just go back and we just click on footer again, we can scroll down, and where we've got columns, you can go and change footer 2 to 2 columns. So now we're going to have these 2 columns like this. Now at the bottom here where it says copyright and it's got UX themes, you can go and change this to the same name of your site. So we could go and change this to HubCut like that. And now we have our footer over here. So we just go and hit publish. We can go and close the customize area. So now if we just scroll down, we can see we have our beautiful footer, and they can go and access any of these pages, the order tracking page, the shipping and delivery. They can go to the privacy policy, and that's really great. So the next thing we want to do is go and create a menu up the top here. So we're going to go back to our WordPress dashboard. We're going to go to appearance. We are going to go to menus again, and this time we're going to go and create a new menu. So click on create new menu. So we're just going to go and click leave, and now we're just going to go and call this main menu, and we're going to go and make this our main menu over here. So click on create menu, and now what we can do is we can go and add some product categories to this menu. So similar to how Dogsy have it, they've got bestsellers, socks for dogs, accessories, and all of those types of things. You can go and do the same thing. Now in order to do this, if you go to screen options over here, what you can do is you can go and tick product categories. So now over here we have product categories, so we can go and add these product categories. So if we just go and add couple gifts, we can go and add wedding gifts. So we can just go and add those over there, and then just go and hit save menu. So now if we go to our front end, let's go to our front end, we can see we have couple gifts and we have wedding gifts, just like that. Now what you can do is add as many categories as you want. So it could be gifts for him, gifts for her, just like I said, like how Dogsy have it over here. Now what you can do is you can go and move this. So once again, if we go to customize, you can go and play around with how the header actually looks. So if we just go and wait for our customized area to load, let's just go to header over here, and now over here you can see you can move the main menu to this side. So now you can see it's over here like that. You've got this search icon. If you want to get rid of it, you can just go and delete it. So you can completely turn it off. You can go and change how it looks, so you can go and see like that. Now I'm just going to go and leave it as it was. So you can go and move some things around. Now up the top here you can see where it says add anything here or just remove it. So what you can go and do is you can just go and say something like order now. So if we just go and put this in all capitals, in time for Mother's Day. So you can go and say something like that, and you can basically go and add different promotions, or you can say Black Friday sale, 20% off everything. Now over here you can go and add another menu if you want to, but basically where you've got this top bar menu, you can actually just go and get rid of this. So in order to get rid of this, you can just go and drag it off like that. So once it gets dragged to here, you can see that it's not in use now. So you can do the same thing with the newsletter like that. You can just go and get rid of it. Now if you want to go and change your social icons, you can go and add a link to your Facebook or to your Twitter or to your Instagram, to your Pinterest, wherever you want. If you actually go and delete this, so if I just delete this URL here, you can see the little Twitter icon goes away. So once again, you can go, if you have a YouTube, you can go and add a link in there. If you want to go and add your email address in here, you can go and add in your email address. So if we just go and add in contact@hubcut.com, that's going to be to our email address. So like I said, you can go and add links to your Instagram or whatever page you are using. So we just go and hit publish now over here, and that is basically, now we have our complete menu. So it's looking really good. So now our homepage is basically done. We have our menus, and we also have our menu down the bottom over here. You can see that I have my account as well, so the customer can go and look at their orders. They can go and change their address, their account details. We've got the cart over here, so over here they can just go and check out. Now we can go and change a few other things, which we will do next. So what we are going to go and change next is actually our category pages. So let's just go and click on one of our products, and we're going to go and click on this couple gifts over here. Now over here you will see you need to assign a widgets bar. So over here we can go and assign some widgets to our actual category pages. So if we go to appearances and widgets, just go and click on this. Now over here you've got shop sidebar, so we can go and change and drag things in here. So in order to do this, what we can go and do is we can go and drag in some things over here. So we can go and say filter products by price. So that basically just means that they can go and change their products. You can go and, let's say, drag the cart in here, and we can move these things around so they can go and see the products that are already in their cart. If we go and add a few other things, we could go and add a product category in here. So we go and add that in there so they can go and have a look at the other categories. They could go and add viewed recent products in here. So there's loads of different cool things that you can go and add to this. So we could also go and say filter products by rating. So once people actually start giving reviews on your products, you can go and do that as well. So once you have actually gone and done that, we can go and have a look at that page again now. So if we just go back to the front now, and let's just go and click on one of these, and if we just go to couple gifts, and now you can see we've got filter products by price, we have their cart and they can go and check out, we've got the other product categories in here, and then over here we've got recently viewed products. So it's totally up to you, have a play around with it. So if we go and change this, let's say up to £50, it should go and get rid. So let's just go and hit filter. You can see it gets rid of those other products. So if we just go up to £10 now, let's say, it should get rid of these two products as well. So for £10 we hit filter, and now it only shows this product. So that's a really cool way that you can make your category pages just look a lot better. So now let's go back to our home page. So from here I just want to go and show you how you can edit the product pages as well. So if we just come down here, we just go and choose a product, and then from here if you go to customize, you can go to product page over here, and you can basically go and customize anything on the actual product page. So if we just scroll down, I'll show you some things that you can actually go and customize. So for example, you can go and customize the image style, so you can go and see that the images come up down the side over here. Now personally I think it looks better like this, but you can go and play around with it and see what you prefer. You can go and add a sticky add to cart, so I think that that's something that's pretty cool. So as they scroll down now, the customize button just comes up again, so I think that's pretty cool. So I'd recommend having that turned on. If you are getting reviews on your site, you can go and show the review count. You can go and turn this off over here, this meta description and the categories, so you can go and see that that's turned off. You can go and turn the share icons off as well. So if you just go and do that and just have a completely clean page. If we scroll down, you can see we have these tabs over here. You can go and change these as well. So you can go and see you've got tabs normal like this. You can go and change it to, for example, pills. So that will go and add a little circle around it like that. You can go and change it to an accordion. So if we scroll down, you can see we have it like this, like an accordion. Now personally I think I like this tabs vertical. Let's have a look at this. So I'm going to leave it as tabs normal. I think that looks really nice like that. So like I said, you can go and add reviews, so customers can come in here and add a review as well on here. Now if we scroll down as well, you can go and see we've got the related products. So over here you can go and see related products slider. You can go and add it as a grid if you want to, so it's just a grid like that, or you can go and just get rid of it completely if you want to. Now I don't recommend doing that. I think it's good to have some related products because that just encourages customers to go and see more of the products that you are offering on your website when they are shopping. So that is how you can go and customize the product page. Now we might want to also go and customize the actual customizer. So if we just go and close this over here, and let's just close this as well. If we go and hit customize now, we can see that the customize area doesn't actually go and match our site. You can see it's a different color, so you can actually go and do this within Zakiki. So let me just go and get the color of my site over here. So I am using this color over here, so let's just go and grab this, and basically we can go and change this within Zakiki. So if you go back to Zakiki over here, if you go to settings over here, you can go to interface editor, and once you click interface editor, you can see over here you can go and change the colors. So the primary color over here is going to be the primary color of your site, so you can see you can go and change that. The sidebar orders color as well, you can go and change as well like that, and you can go and change the font as well. So if we go to font over here, I can go to default font, and you can see we have some fonts to choose from. Now once again, if your font isn't here, so the font that you're using on your site, so for me it's Josephine Sands, that isn't actually available here. So what we can do is, once again, we can just go and type in our font name, and you can just go and download the font. So if we just go and download this Josephine Sands font, so I'm just going to go download family, and then what I can do is over here, if we just go back, we can actually go over to tools, we can go to fonts, and we can go and upload a font. So over here I'm going to go and click on add new font. I'm going to go select font, and then from here where we've got this Josephine Sands, we can just right click this and hit extract all, and just hit extract. And then from here what we can do is we can go and choose that font and just hit open, and then just go and hit upload font. So now it's going to go and upload that font. So once the font actually loads, we can see we have the Josephine Sands font. So if we go back, we'll go back to our settings, we go back to our interface editor, and then we're going to go and choose our font. So if we scroll down, we've got fonts over here. We can go and choose that Josephine Sands font that I just went and uploaded. So here is the Josephine Sands font. So if I just go and choose this and hit save settings, now we can see we have that font uploaded. So now if we come back over to here, we should actually be able to just go and refresh this over here on the product customizer. Let me just go and close this. Now we can see it is matching the rest of our store. So that looks really good with the same fonts and everything. So that is absolutely perfect. And you want to go and just take these little extra steps to go and reinforce the brand of your actual website. So now that we have done that, I'm going to just go through some WooCommerce settings with you as well. So we go back to our WordPress dashboard over here. So from here you can go to WooCommerce and you can go to settings. Now the first thing we are going to do is set up our email settings. So if we go to emails over here, And firstly, you can go and set up your notifications. So anytime an order is placed through your store, you can be notified by email. So then you can go and fulfill that order. So you can see over here, we have new order. So whatever email address you put in here is going to be where you will be notified of a new order or a cancelled order or a failed order. So I recommend going and putting in an email address that you are going to be using for your store in here. Now, if we scroll down, these are going to be for where the actual customer receives an email. So where it says from name, you don't want it to say my WordPress, you want it to be the name of your store. So you're going to go and put the name of your store, and then I recommend in here you need to be adding your professional email address. So once again, we can go and put contact@hubcut.com, so at your domain. So we're going to go and add that in there, and like I said, when an order is made and they get their confirmation email, this is what the customer will see, that it's from Hubcut and from this email address over here. Now you can go and change the base color as well to match the rest of your store. So I just go and grab the color over here that I'm using, I can go and paste that in here, and now we can see that that's going to be the color. So if we go and hit save over here, what you can do is over here where it says built with WooCommerce, you might want to get rid of that as well, because you want it to just be a plain email. So if we just go and hit save changes again, now if we scroll down, you can go and preview that. So if you click here to preview your email template, you can see that it's going to come up like this. So you can see this is obviously all dummy text, but at least the branding matches, and this will just say you have ordered this item. So an order confirmation email will look like this template over here. So now we have gone and set up those settings. The next thing that we need to do is go and set up our payments. So if we go to payments over here, right now you will see we only have a few payment options. So we want to go and actually add some extra payment options so our customer can pay with PayPal directly through the website and can also pay with debit and credit card. So we're going to go to plugins over here, and we're going to go to add new plugin. Now from here, the first plugin we're going to go and add is going to be Stripe. So just go and type in Stripe like this, and then we're going to go and add in this first one over here, WooCommerce Stripe Payment Gateway. So just go and hit install now, and then once we have installed that one, we're not going to activate it just yet because we are going to go and install PayPal as well. So type in PayPal. So Stripe basically allows your customers to go and pay with debit and credit card, and then of course PayPal allows them to pay with PayPal. So we're going to go and hit install on this one as well, and now that we have installed both of those, we're going to go to installed plugins. And what you can go and do is you can just go and tick both of them. So go and tick these two plugins, and then what we can do is we can just go and click activate and click apply. So now both of those plugins have been activated. We can go back to our WooCommerce settings over here, and now from here we can go and set up these payment methods. So if we go to payments over here, what you can do is you can go and turn both of them on. So we've got PayPal checkout, which is turned on, and we've got Stripe, so I'm going to go and turn that on as well. And now from here you can actually go and connect them to your PayPal and Stripe accounts. So if we just go to PayPal over here, we can go and click on manage, and all you need to do is basically go and set up a PayPal business account. So it's really easy. If you just go over to Google and you just type in PayPal business, and then you can just go and set up a PayPal business account. So if we just go and click on the first one over here, you can just go and sign up. Now once you have signed up for PayPal business, like I said, it's fairly simple. You just have to go and register, and they just go and do a few checks to confirm you are who you say you are. So you have to upload your ID and things like that. Then once you have done that, you just have to click on set up or link an existing PayPal account, and then once you click on that, it will just go and link straight to your PayPal business account. So once you have gone and set up PayPal, what you can do is if we just go back to payments over here, I'm just going to click leave, then you can go and set up your Stripe account. So if you just go to Stripe, you can go to manage as well, and then from here what you need to do is you need to make sure that Stripe is enabled, and then you can go and turn off test mode. So then you need to go and create a Stripe account. So just head over to stripe.com and sign up for an account. You do need to verify your account once again by uploading your documents, so a form of ID, so that they can go and confirm who you are. And then once you go and do that, you're going to go over here where it says developers, click API keys, make sure that you're not viewing the test data. So I'm just doing this using test data for now, but you're going to go and turn this off. And then basically what you need to do is you need to go and copy this publishable key. So you're going to go and copy this, head back over here, and where it says publishable key, you're going to go and paste that in there. And then over here where we've got secret key, you're going to go and copy this as well. And then you're going to come back over here and you're going to go and paste that in there. So I'm just going to enable test mode and paste these in because these are the test versions. So we're just going to go and copy these and paste these in so you can go and see that it's working once we go to the checkout. So we're just going to go and paste those in there. Then all you're going to do is click on save changes. But like I said, you want to go and make sure that it is the live version. So you can see over here it's telling me that because I'm using the test version, the live publish rupee should start with blah blah blah. So I've entered in the test one, of course. So that's perfectly fine. And then once you have done that, your payments are actually set up and ready to go. So if you go to the front end of your website, when you go over here and you click checkout, you should be able to see that your customer can pay through PayPal or using credit or debit card. So if we come down here, you can see we've got PayPal, or they can go and choose debit or credit card as well. So that makes things so much easier when you actually want to go and start processing the payments. Then all you need to do is just go and transfer the money from your PayPal or your Stripe account into your bank account, of course. So you can go and connect all of your bank accounts to your Stripe and your PayPal accounts. So now that we have done that, the next thing we're going to do is make sure that the store is optimized for mobile and tablet. And this is really essential because a large portion of your customers will be coming from mobile. So let's just go and click back to our homepage, and we're going to go click on edit and edit with UX Builder. Now once the UX Builder does load, we can go over here and click on the mobile version. So as you can see, most things look pretty normal except for the main banner over here. So we can go and change this. Let's just go and have a look at it on a tablet. So on a tablet it looks perfectly fine. So what we want to do is we want to just go and duplicate this banner and just go and only show it for a mobile, and then one is going to be only for a tablet and a desktop. So let's just go and open this up and I'll show you what I mean. If we go and click on the banner over here, we can go and hit duplicate. So this top one over here, because it looks fine on a tablet, we're going to keep this for a tablet, and this bottom one over here is going to be our mobile version. So when we go and click on this banner, we can go and scroll down. So make sure you clicked on this banner, and we can go and scroll down, and under visible, what we're going to do is we're going to go and hit hide for mobile. Then we're going to go and click on this one over here, and what we're going to go and do is we're going to scroll down, and we're going to go to visible, and we're going to say only for mobile. So that one's only for mobile. So now if we go to tablet, we can see on tablet it looks fine, and now if we go into mobile, we can go and fix this version of it. So in order to fix this, we're going to go and click banner over here, and firstly over here we're going to go and change this to full. So now you can see the picture looks a lot better. Now the next thing we need to do is go and change the text. So in order to do that, we're actually just going to go and delete this original text, and then over here we're going to go and click add elements, and we are going to go and choose a text box. So now the text box is in here. We're going to go and click plus. I'm going to go and choose text. Now from here we are just going to go and choose a headline. So we're going to go headline uppercase as a matter of fact and hit apply. And then what we can do is we can just make sure that it says the same thing that it says over here. So personalized anime prints. So we're just going to go and click in here. We can go open text editor, and we can go and say personalized anime prints like this. And we can go and muck around. So let's go and see what it looks like that. So that's a little bit too big, so we'll leave it as a heading 2. So now we've done that, let's just go and make sure that it's center aligned. So now we've got that, we're going to go and add some other text underneath. So we're going to go and hit the plus button, and we're going to go for text again. We can just go for a paragraph and hit apply, and now we can just go and open the text editor. Let's just make sure once again, so this one says summer sale has started, so we can come back in here, we're going to choose this open text editor, and we can go and say summer. So let's go and add that in. Summer sale has started. And now what we can do is we can just go and change that, let's say, to a heading 3 like that. So that's looking pretty good. So now that we have gone and done that, we can just go and hit OK. We can go and hit apply and hit update. So now if we go and look at our homepage, we can see on a mobile, looks perfectly fine. We can see we've got the products here. They can go and scroll through the products. We've got the gifts you might like over here, gifts for him, wedding gifts, and then down here we have our newsletter sign up, so that's looking fine as well. And then down the bottom, of course, the footer is looking all good, so that's perfectly fine. And then if we go and have a look on the tablet version, we can see it's still looking pretty good on a tablet as well. So now that we have done that, we want to go and check some of the other pages. So let's just go and hit updates over here, and we're just going to go and close the UX Builder. Now if we scroll down to the bottom, we're just going to go and test some of the other pages. So firstly, let's go and have a look at the contact us page. So we're going to choose this, we're going to go to edit with UX Builder over here, and once again we're just going to go and put this into mobile view and see what it looks like. So let's just go into the tablet view. We can see tablet looks perfectly fine. If we go into mobile view, once again it looks perfectly fine, so we can verify that that page is working all good. So now we're going to go and just have a look at some of the other pages. So let's just go and look at the shipping and delivery page, because it has these different elements on here. So we're going to go hit edit with UX Builder over here, and then once again we'll go into the mobile view. So let's go into the mobile view, and as you can see, it's a little bit weird with this accordion over here and with these tabs, but overall it still functions perfectly well and everything seems to be working okay. So they can go and open all of the accordions and click on all of the different tabs. It's not really glitching out too much, so that should be fine. And if we just go and test out one of the other pages, let's just go and try one more. Let's try the order tracking page because it has an embed on it, so we want to make sure that that still looks okay. So we're going to go to edit with UX Builder, and then from here we'll put it into mobile view, and as we can see it's still working perfectly fine, and on the tablet as well. We will just do one more page just to make sure that everything is verified. So we're going to privacy policy. You can go to edit with the UX Builder again, and we can just go and put this into the mobile view as well and just make sure that everything looks okay. So we can see privacy policy looks perfectly fine. So like I said, the main thing that you really want to do is just make sure that your banner on your homepage is looking okay, and the main way that you can go and fix that is just by creating a duplicate version of the banner, one for the desktop and one for the mobile. So now that we have done that, the next thing that we are going to do is go and create a test order, so then we can go and have a look at how to fulfill orders. So in order to create a test order, we will go and create a 100% off coupon code so we don't actually have to go and process any payments. So let's go back to our WordPress dashboard. We're going to go to marketing and click on coupons, and then from here we can go and create a new coupon. So over here just go and click on add coupon, and you're just going to go and call this coupon 100 off. And then over here we are going to go and make it a percentage discount. We're going to go and make this 100%. Then under usage limits, we're going to go and make this a one-time use so nobody can use it again after us. So we'll just go and hit publish now. So now we have our 100% off coupon code. What I recommend doing is opening your website in a new browser. So I've just gone and opened it in Microsoft Edge, so we can go and test it in a new browser, and we can just go and place that order. So we're going to come down over here and we're just going to go and place an order on one of these products. So I'm just going to go and pick this wooden plaque product. I like this product over here, so we're going to go and hit customize over here, and then we can just go and upload our image. So over here we can just go to upload image. We can go to upload image from device, and then we are just going to go and choose an image. So I'm just going to go and choose this one that we've been using all the way through. So it's just going to go and say processing, and then over here it is going to go and load our image. We can just go and resize it just to make sure it's all working. So now that we've done that, we're just going to go and add this to the cart. So once we go and add this to the cart, we can just go and check out. So we're going to go and hit checkout over here. So you can see I've got 2 wooden plaques in my checkout. Now from here what you're going to do is just go and enter in some dummy information. So over here you can see I've just gone and entered in some dummy information. Then once you have gone and entered that in, you can just go and click here to enter in your coupon code. So we're just going to go and enter in our 100% off coupon code, 100 off, and click apply coupon. Now just remember some of this information over here because I want to go and show you how it shows up in the back end of our WordPress dashboard when an order comes through. So we've got John Waters, we have his email over here, which is johnwaters@info.com, and we have his mobile number and his address, of course. So now that we have that 100% off coupon code, we can just go and hit place order over here. And now from here you can see that it says thank you, your order has been received. We've got an order number over here, and we have the order date and of course the total. So now that we've gone and done that, we can go and head back to our WordPress dashboard. We can go to WooCommerce, and we can go and click on orders over here. So once you go and click on this, you will go and see that we have the order over here. So we can go and click on this over here. Now, what you can go and do is when you go and click on this, you will be able to see that we have the image that comes through over here. Now, if you do plan on going the route where you turn these images into a caricature, what you're going to have to do is, and this can be the tricky part, but don't worry, I'm going to show you how you can actually do this. This is just one of the downsides of personalized print on demand because you can't actually automate this process. But what you can do is you can go and click on the picture, you just go and right click, you go and hit save image. Then what I recommend doing is just go and save the image as the order number. So we're going to go and save this as order number 147. So that way we know exactly who this is actually for. So we'll go and hit save over here, and we'll just go and close this. Now, like I said, if you go over here, you can see the order number. So make sure you go and save the image as the order number. Then you're going to go and head over to Fiverr, and what you can actually do is you can just go and send it over to your Fiverr artists, and they'll go and create the artwork for you. Then a few days later, depending on how much you actually pay the artist, you can go and speed this process up. So over here you can go and see they go and send you these PNG images, so you can just go and download any of these PNG images. So if you just want to go for this one with the transparent background, then what you're going to do is you're going to head over to your this new account, go to my designs over here, and then you will see we've got that custom wooden golden sign. So what you can do is then you can go and click on redesign over here, and like I said, unfortunately you can't automate this process with personalized print on demand. So but then what you can do is you can go to design, and basically the image that you go and download here, so let's just say we want to use this one over here, you can go and redesign it. So you can go to image over here and you can go and upload the image. So I would have downloaded this and once again just saved it as order number 147. So if we just go and upload this image, and this can go and be a new design. So once we just go and wait for that to load, and once that has loaded, we can just go and delete this one over here. So now we've gone and got this. What we can go and do is we can go and hit save over here, and then what we're going to do now is we are going to go and hit buy instead of add to store. So over here we are going to go and choose buy, and then once we go and choose buy, what we can do is we're going to go and choose buy now over here, and then once you go and choose buy now, what you are going to do is you are going to go and enter in your customer's information in here. So you can just go and copy your customer's information from here, and you can just go and add it into the shipping details within this new. Now like I said, unfortunately this process cannot be automated, but when you are first starting out, it shouldn't be too much, because if you aren't making a huge amount of sales in the beginning, you can do it yourself. Then once you start actually making a large amount of sales, you can just go and hire virtual assistants on Upwork to go and do this process for you, and you don't have to pay them maybe around $5 to $10 per hour to go and do this for you. And that's totally fine, because if you're making a lot of sales, then you can go and semi-automate the process by getting some virtual assistants to go and do this. So once you just go and hit continue over here, so you just need to put a telephone. Now when it comes to the telephone and the email address, I recommend that you go and put your own telephone number in here, because any updates about the product you want to come to you and not go directly to the customer. So once you just go and enter that in, you can go and click on continue, and then it's just going to say saved successfully. So just give it a few seconds, and then from here all you need to do is just go confirm and pay, and that's basically it. You're going to have to go and do that for all of your products. So like I said, it is a fairly long process, but I'll just go over an overview just to quickly remind you. You go and save the image from here, you go and send it to your artist, then the artist goes and sends you the final artwork, then you head over to this new and you just go and create it and check out using your customer's details, and then that is the final order fulfillment process. Like I said, unfortunately you cannot automate this process because there is no way to get the artwork over to the Fiverr artist automatically, so you have to go and do this for yourself. So that is how you can fulfill orders when the order is an image and you want to turn it into artwork. Now, of course, if you want to just go and add the image instead of turning it into artwork, you can just go and save this, and once again you just repeat the same process. So you just go over and create a new design. And also if you want to go and fulfill an order for a product where they've added text or clip art, if we just go to orders over here, we can go and see one where they've added clip art. So if we just go to this one over here, then you can go and see, so this one is with clip art. So for this one you don't have to download the image because you can see it comes through as the mock-up. So once again all you would do is go to my designs over here, then you go and find your product. So that's this mug over here, and you can just go and hit redesign, and then all you have to do is go and redesign it with the clip art that they picked. Or if it's the one that they've picked that's already default, then you can just go and fulfill it straight away. And the ones where they can go and add text, once again it will just come through as an image with a white background, so you can just go right click, save the image, and then you just have to go and repeat that process where you go and purchase it and enter in the customer's details. Now the final part when it comes to orders over here is the actual status of the order. So once you have gone and fulfilled an order, you need to just go to status over here and just go and change this to completed, and then go and hit update. And basically what that means is that the customer will receive an email to say that their order has been completed and is on its way. So now the customer shouldn't be hassling you, asking you where their product is, because they've received an automated email. Now, of course, if you can't go and complete the order, you can go and change this. So you could go and change this to cancelled or refunded. And if a payment fails, it usually comes through as failed anyway, automatically with WooCommerce. Just very quickly to go and show you here on Upwork, I've just gone and typed in e-commerce order fulfillment, and you can see over here $5 per hour. This person has 10 years of experience with customer service and order fulfillment, so you can actually get them to do your customer service as well and answer all the emails and all those types of things. So you can see on average between $5 to $10 an hour. So once you start making a very large amount of sales, you can actually just go and hire someone. All you need to do is just go and show them the process. Once they have got to grips with it, they will be able to go and process all of those orders for you. So it's kind of semi-automated. So now we have gone and had a look at how to fulfill orders. That is basically it for this portion of the tutorial where we actually go and set up the website. So hopefully if you've got this far, you have your beautiful website set up and ready to go. And now we need to go and start looking at marketing it. So we're going to start looking at how to create some Facebook ads for your personalized print-on-demand store. So here we are in the Facebook Ads Manager. Now what I recommend you to do is go and watch my full tutorial that I made a few months back on how to set up Facebook ads from scratch. Everything in that course still stands, and it will go and show you how you can actually go and set up your Facebook page and how you can go and install your pixel and all of those types of things. Now once you have done that, you can come back to this part of the course, and we are just going to go and look at in more detail personalized print-on-demand Facebook ads specifically. So if we just scroll down over here, you can obviously go and pick your different countries, and then over here you can go for your detailed targeting, your age and your genders. So over here I'm just giving you an example of who you could target for this particular product over here, which is the personalized wooden welcome sign. So if we just have a look at this over here, you can see there are a few different detailed targeting audiences that you could go and target for this particular interest. So you can see over here, interest is engaged marriage, relationship status is engaged, life event newly engaged in the last 6 months, newly engaged in the last year, or newly engaged in the last 3 months. So there are some really specific things that you can go and target when it comes to personalized print on demand, depending on what type of product you are selling. If we go and have a look at some of the other products, so let's go over to our couple gifts, and then if we just go for this one over here, which is the personalized plaque where they turn you into an anime character, once again you could go and think about doing detailed targeting for anime. So if we just go to edit over here, let's just go and get rid of some of these engaged ones over here. So like I said, those are good for personalized wedding gifts or engagement gifts. But if we just go and type in anime in here, and as you can see, we have quite a few different interests that you could go and target for this. So you've got anime films, you've got anime and manga fandom, anime convention, Pokemon, anime and cosplay. So there's so many different targeted interests that you could go and choose when it comes to this. Now, once again, you might want to go and target 2 things at once. So what you could do is you could go and target anime like this. So we could go for anime films, and then we want to go and make sure that people are in a relationship as well. So that way, for this type of product, this is for couples who like anime. So you could go over here, and then you can go, and what we can do is you can go and hit narrow audience, and you can go and say in a relationship. So if we go and type that in, you can see over here, relationship status in a relationship. So if we go and click on this now, we can see that we have 4.1 million people who are in a relationship and who are interested in anime films. So this type of product over here would be absolutely perfect for them because they like anime, they're in a relationship, so this could be the perfect product for them. And there's loads of different things that you could go and do. So once again, if we come back over here, we can go and add extra things. So we can also go and narrow further. So if you want to go and narrow your audience down a bit more, we could go and put in here anime again, and we could go and look for this anime and manga fandom. So now we can go and see that it comes down to 1 million. So the audience is still big enough to go and actually target enough people to make sales. So in a relationship, they like anime films, they like anime and manga fandom. So once again, this could be the perfect product for them. So I just wanted to go and show you that, how you can go and target different things. So obviously think about who your target audience are when you have your product. You could go and, once again, like I showed you, go for engaged people or people who are newly engaged if it comes to a wedding product. You could go, and over here there's other things that you can go and target. So if we just go and get rid of these, in here you can actually just go and type in personalized gift. So that's a really easy one if you are sort of stuck as to who you are targeting. You can come over here. So let me go and type it with an S. Let's see, I believe, yes. So you can see we've got personalized gifts and we've got personalized products. So if we go and click on personalized gifts over here, we can see the audience is still 1.8 million. We could go and narrow this down again. So if we go to narrow audience, we could go for personalized and then we can go for products over here, and we can go and see that's 130,000. So that's not that much. So that's a pretty small audience. So you might not want to just narrow it down. You might want to just go and add an extra one in there. So like I said, you can go. So if we just go and add personalized products in here, let's just go and add that as an extra one. You can see it bumps up to 2 million people. So I think that if you are sort of stuck, you can go for this personalized gifts, and then you could just go and add in another interest. So we could go for personalized gifts, and let's say it's a soccer gift. We could go and type in soccer in here. So now we can go and see that we've got soccer fans. So people that are soccer fans and want personalized gifts. So that audience is quite small. So you might not want to go for an audience that small. But like I said, as I showed you earlier with the anime one, you can see that the audience was 2 million. So there definitely is scope to go and target different people. Now, when it comes to actually creating the ad itself, if we just go to ad over here, we can actually go and scroll down. And what I recommend you do is just go and keep it simple when you're starting out. You can just go with an image like this. This is really simple to go and start off with your Facebook ad. So if we just go back over to the ads manager, we can go to add media, add image over here, and then we can go to upload image, and then from here we can just go and choose that image over here. So let's just go and choose that image now, and then we're just going to go and hit done over here, and now you can see that it stands out really well. And then if we just go and have a look at some Facebook ads that have performed well when it comes to copy, you can see that the copy is pretty basic. So we have over here personalized pet decals, put your pet on your car today. So over here we have just upload your photo and let us do the rest. A personalized painting by numbers will always make an amazing gift for someone you love. So you could easily just go and repurpose some copy like this. So if we come back over here, so where we've got this primary text, we can go and say just upload your photo and let us do the rest. Then we can just go and say a personalized anime print will always be, so let's just get rid of this, will always be an amazing gift for someone you love. So that way you can go, and obviously you're already targeting people that are interested in anime, interested in manga, so that way it's going to be more personal to them. So then you can see we've got the ad like this, just upload your photo and let us do the rest. A personalized anime print will always make an amazing gift for someone you love. So like I said, you could just keep it simple, and as you can see, these ads have done really well. So this one's got 11k over here. You can go and add some extra things in there if you want to. So you might want to paint a family picture. So this one is more about a paint by numbers, a personalized paint by numbers. But if we just go and have a look at this one over here, this performed really well. So you can see it's got 8k likes, it's got 2k shares, and this one is really simple. Are you looking for a special gift for a loved one? You can show your love for him, her by our most special designs. We can make a memorable marriage proposal gift for you with a special painting. So you could just go for something so basic like that, and it can still perform really well, just mainly because of the eye-catching image. And I'll just go and show you one more over here. Once again, really simple when it comes to the copy. Amazing family wall art for your home, personalized with your names. That's all you have to go and do. So once again, you could go and copy this. If we just come over to here, we can go and put this in here, and we can just go and say, so let's just make this, we can go say amazing wall art, anime wall art for your home, personalized with your photo. And once again, because of the image, that's really what makes it stand out really well. So you can go and create these different types of images. Now, one other ad creative that you can try is if you just go and order the product. So I actually have this wooden plaque as I showed you in the tutorial. So I could just go and take a picture or make a video with this, just like this one over here. So if we're going to have a look at this video, you can see we've got these people, they're actually opening the product. So you can just go and do this with friends and family, and then you can just go and create a video where they just go and play through those different videos that you've created. So I think that's a really great idea when it comes to ad creatives as well. Now, one other thing to mention is if you are on a budget and you don't really have a lot of money for Facebook ads, once again, with personalized gifts, it's really easy to go and market them just using Instagram and Pinterest. All you have to do is just go and post. So if we just go and have a look over here, we can see this one over here, igp.com. You can see they have quite a large amount of followers, and they do these personalized gifts and they get really good engagement, and all they do is just go and post it on Instagram, and that's totally their whole marketing. So you can see over here loads of different personalized gifts, and if we just go over to their site, you can see we have all of these different types of personalized gifts. And like I said, they're just going and leveraging Instagram to go and do this. So if you don't have a big budget, or maybe just want to go and test your products out first before you go and spend a lot of money on Facebook ads, you can just go and use Instagram and maybe even Instagram influencers to go and send them some of your personalized products, and then you can go and see if you can make sales that way. And over here we have this one as well, which is personalized pet portraits and wedding portraits. Once again, these are sort of handmade, so they stand out a little bit more, but you get the idea of how you can just go and start posting these things on Instagram, because once again, because they are personalized gifts, they stand out a lot more as opposed to if you're just posting a regular product on Instagram or on Pinterest. So like I said, if you are on a budget, maybe you want to think about just starting out using Instagram, start posting things from your store. You can always go and use Placeit to go and create these mock-ups, and then just go and post these on Instagram and on Pinterest as well, and that way you can start building up a following, and then maybe think about using Facebook ads later on down the line. So that is it for today's free course on personalized print on demand. Go check out my other videos on Facebook ads and how to generate free traffic for your store. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more e-commerce content, and I'll see you in those next videos.